Darkness drifts away, enlightenment shines intervening. Life now conveyed, a mere masquerade. Cloudless, my mind seeks the meaning. Spirit now withdrawn, this figure fades away. Vanquished, my soul cries out screaming. Condemned to a plight, to terrorize the night as a violet light faintly gleaming. The most merciful thing in the world is blindness towards reality. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams eternal, life infernal, madness is my destiny. And who was I to strive for more than men should know? We're all oblivious souls in the cosmos that's all aglow. In an everlasting state, the world I contemplate, fears just of the flesh and it poisoned man long ago. The most purposeful shroud in the world, credence in the Trinity. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams eternal, life infernal, madness is my destiny. darkness drifts away, enlightenment shines intervening. Life now conveyed, a mere masquerade. Cloudless, my mind seeks the meaning. Spirit now withdrawn, this figure fades away. Vanquished, my soul cries out screaming, condemned to a plight to terrorize the night as a violet light faintly gleaming. The most merciful thing in the world is blindness towards reality. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams eternal, life infernal, madness is my destiny. And who was I to strive for more than men should know? We're all oblivious souls in the cosmos that's all aglow. In an everlasting state, the world I contemplate, fears just of the flesh and it poisoned man long ago. The most purposeful shroud in the world, credence in the Trinity. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams eternal, love infernal, madness is my destiny. skies dawn, darkness drifts away, enlightenment shines intervening. Life now conveyed, a mere masquerade. Cloudless, my mind seeks the meaning. Spirit now withdrawn, this figure fades away. Vanquished, my soul cries out screaming, condemned to a plight to terrorize the night as a violet light faintly gleaming. The most merciful thing in the world is blindness towards reality. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams eternal, life infernal, madness is my destiny. And who was I to strive for more than men should know? We're all oblivious souls in the cosmos that's all aglow, in an everlasting state. The world I contemplate, fear's just of the flesh, and it poisoned man long ago. The most purposeful shroud in the world, credence in the Trinity. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams eternal, life infernal, madness is my destiny. darkness drifts away. Enlightenment shines intervening. Life now conveyed, a mere masquerade. Cloudless, my mind seeks the meaning. Spirit now withdrawn, this figure fades away. Vanquished, my soul cries out screaming. Condemned to a plight, to terrorize the night as a violet light faintly gleams.
Oh, get ready for the. We are landed right in the shit.
Oh, sweet.
Hmm.
Yo.
Happy New Year.
I am
Oh,
waving.
too.
My video isn't working.
And now my
Christmas.
audio is on. Happy New Year's, because all I
Yeah.
saw was my
Happy
mouth
Hanukkah.
moving.
The one night I decide to GM naked and my camera isn't working.
Well, thank God for that. That's all I can say. Holy shit.
Everybody has just wiped their brow.
I don't need that trauma. Thank you.
What are you talking about, trauma? You do it all the time, Leo.
Well, I get naked. I'm fine, but I don't want to see him naked.
Hello,
Okay,
daughter.
sure.
Thank you for watching
Again.
us. We have one
Again,
person
yeah.
typing in Twitch.
Oh, hello.
Oh, wow.
Who
A
is
real human.
Yeah, a real human. A real human has
Are
said
you sure?
hello.
Could be a bot.
Oh, that's not a bot. Don't
We'll
think
see.
she's a bot. But she is on Twitch if you do want to type to her.
Oh, bless. Yes.
Not on Twitch, I'm afraid. Sorry.
The other thing you could do is just open up one of the chats. Like, actually, turn on our live stream and have it playing in the background, and you'll see all of the comments, hopefully on the chat box.
Oh,
But I'm
okay.
not sure if it's
Maybe
working.
when I get my second monitor for my birthday present to myself.
Actually, don't
I
think
should
chat
probably get
box is
some
working tonight. It's not showing up in the chat box. If someone says something else, I'll let you guys know.
So what was the last thing that you remember, Neil, as you missed last
Claws of Radiance
Um,
says something.
session?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
me.
that's Kevin. Last thing I remember was trying to like find out about like what ghouls can do, what they are, and chatting in that library with that woman.
Yeah,
well.
but what was the group doing when you were doing that?
Oh, check the notes that Kevin writes on the for 2 weeks previous.
was Quite a lot that
Well,
happened last time.
anyone got a decent recap? Because I'm a bit confused.
I don't know. My
So-
character's passed out on the dock at the moment, so.
Oh, that's also true.
As far as I remember, we're in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are in the middle of a fight, but a recap leading up to that fight would help.
Yeah,
people
just
that were
a few
absent.
sentences. Yeah.
We went to check out the boat, and then a
Yes,
fight
yeah.
ensued.
I
Because
was at the boat. Yeah.
shadows was spotted, investigated, and
Oh, that's
then
right. Merlin left, and Thaddeus and Elizabeth turned up. As Thaddeus and Elizabeth approached the boat, Elizabeth saw something on the ship.
Hey, why did I leave?
Off to do something elsewhere. Off to talk about to talk to a man about a god.
Oh, about a god, yeah, or not a dog.
You went to the library.
It's an anagram.
You went to the library to research.
More
That
shit.
was it.
Yes.
To research stuff. The Seat of Intelligence. That was your main.
That was it. Okay, yeah.
investigation.
Fair dues.
The book that Dr. Cullen mentioned.
Mm.
And when you left, you gave the checkbook and notepaper to Robert.
Right. Okay. Cool.
He discovered something in that.
Nicely done, Rob.
Elizabeth had a vision prompted by her spirit guide, and a vision of what happened to the people on the boat before they died.
I read that.
oh wow, I've actually got a brief stuff.
Mark says hello.
We go to the docks. Oh, hello. The boat is cordoned off and DC Harris is waiting. The boat is 70 by 18 foot. The dead in the hold are regular folk, women. They're all bloated, rancid, 8 days old. We know that. At the docks, talking to the guard who last saw weird shadows. They were moving like they were hunting, he said. As he got close,
They were
the shadows skulked off. We then decide to sort of sit out and a vigil and wait as well. And at a certain time, oh yes, this is the bit with Elizabeth. Elizabeth has a vision via her spirit guide. Yes, as Yusef just said. Oh, I've got large hour night man paying off hooded guy with a small parcel.
Oh, that's the vision she got. There was a hooded guy who was talking with a fat guy in suspenders, who was then payment in a box, whatever, some kind of wrap
Package.
box went between them, saying you'll get the other half on delivery of the goods. We don't know what the goods are.
Brilliant. Large.
There's then the cut scene to a village in Ireland, or what we learn later is a village in Ireland. This figure walking through the streets, hackety hackety, slasher, death, blood. Yeah. All the bodies going into the barge. A wheelbarrow being thrown in after them for what was presumably used to load them into the barge, and then vision ends. And then we know the barge turns up, and yeah.
And that was in Kilkenny. I'm not sure if I heard you say it. And
we learned later it was Kilkenny.
That's right. Yes. Now I realise my writing says not large hour. It says large overweight.
The guy with the suspenders.
With the suspenders.
So on the information that the docksman gave you, you decided to spend a vigil overnight by the boat, by the sloop. And you noticed some figures skulking in the shadows around about 2 o'clock in the morning. Some in the water, some on the land.
Oh.
You investigated. You approached the figures on land, and they attacked you, or one attacked you, and a fight enveloped. With some ghouls you discovered, or you recognise.
A fight ensued.
And if I remember correctly, I've killed one. Oh yes.
Nice. With your bare hands, or
however,
was a weapon involved?
I'm not sure whether it was the one that was actually going for Elizabeth, or the one that Thaddeus got in the way of. I think there were two.
I definitely remember my 0-1 on my dodge.
Oh.
But that was I don't remember what happened to the one in front of me, because I've got so little offensive capability. It's silly.
Yeah.
Wait, you rolled a 0-1
on my dodge.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I definitely got a big tick on that.
Holy shit!
And I was using a gun, by the way, Neil.
Oh, nice.
Does anyone want to add to the recap?
Yeah. So the group is split in the fact that Irvin has stayed near the sloop and has his gun out, trained at the water for a ghoul to emerge, because there were 3 ghouls in the water. One went to the sloop, one headed back where it came from, on this side of the river, on our side of the river, and one is directly under the water near Irvin. And we left off or ended the session with Irvin standing there, not in combat yet, but hearing all the kerfuffle that's happening near on land near him, and I think 2 guards, or the person that was guarding the sloop and another person that was there as a guard, converging on the rest of the group because they heard the gunshots being fired. So yeah.
Can I just say something about the chat? Tiff, I can only see my writing. I can't see anybody else's writing.
So you have to actually look on the stream itself.
Oh.
It's because we're live streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, so people can chat on any of those services.
That's
So
cool.
you have to have the actual stream window open to see all of them combined.
I see. Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm
Fine, need
probably
to-
not going to renew the multi-server thing. I might just stream directly to one of the services after February. So it does cost around $200 to do it for a year.
Wow.
So, yeah, not wanting to pay that at the moment.
That's a lot of bird feed.
We do need to figure out where we want to stream it to. Twitch does not save videos. YouTube does.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
So,
my preference for YouTube because that's over that's the one I use the most.
So probably
Yeah,
around
me too.
February, you might switch exclusively to YouTube.
bring on the sponsors.
It has to get interesting.
So Merlin is in transit to wherever he wants to be. I mean, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, so he probably stayed late at the library and headed back to the hotel to find that his colleagues have left a note saying that you'll be at the docks overnight. I'm gonna guess it's the top of the round. Robert, you have just downed a ghoul.
I almost believe that was one of the last things to happen. Does anybody else sort of...
You froze with your hand in the air. That's the last thing me and Matt saw.
That's right. My hat rolling the dice.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yes.
all we saw.
And to continue, I killed it.
There we go.
Yeah, that's right. Of course. Yes, we all froze.
Our internet dropped at the
Mm.
perfect.
Oh yeah, that's
okay.
right.
Yeah, remember now. Right then.
Damn.
So my
So
dex
it's-
is 75,
Yeah,
and I
no,
don't know
that's
where.
fine. Merlin, can I have your stealth and your dex values, please? Mate?
Why?
Just I want a written note of them.
Oh,
It also
roll
gets your
luck.
also your place in initiative.
Yes,
Cool.
some faff that sort of saved.
okay.
And then
So-
it's Erwin and Elizabeth. Elizabeth's go next.
Yeah.
I think Elizabeth has been taken out though.
I'm unconscious.
No,
No, I don't remember Elizabeth getting touched because
unconscious.
we
I'm
got in the way.
unconscious.
Whoa.
I'm
I
unconscious
think that was
for...
the result of her failed stand. Yeah.
Yeah. I passed out.
Right. It's
Was
not
that-
from an attack because both
Do you remember how
Thaddeus
long
and
you passed out for?
A number of rounds.
yeah, it was like 5 or 6 or something.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna roll to see if I get any luck.
Oh, good
that's a
point.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 4. I got 4. Look.
Well, I've rolled 90, so I'm getting my D10.
Don't look at the dice. Don't look at the
Oh,
dice.
lucky.
10.
Oh my god,
Nice.
you too.
I'm gonna
I'll
need
I'll
that.
tell you what. Elizabeth, you're
You want to fail that one, right?
You want to fail it, yeah.
You want to go
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I went over.
Nice.
By
That's the
one.
one of the two times. One of the two times you want to go over.
Yeah.
it's a
I actually
D10
did
to
it
see
by
how much you
one
improve.
because I'm a 78 and I rolled a 79. Yay!
Well, that'll do.
That'll
Oh
do.
my god,
So what?
that's so
What?
much luck.
What dice was D10, right?
Yeah.
D10, yeah.
I'm so jealous.
Plus
Come on.
2. Ooh.
You still got one more than me. I
Ooh.
went up to 79.
Nice. Oh my god. I'm so jealous.
I'm at 80.
So what? Nice. What did you want? Stealth and Dex?
Yeah.
So stealth is 20, Dex 60.
Okay, thank you. Elizabeth, oh, sorry, it's Erwin's go. Elizabeth, you're unconscious, but I can't remember how long you were out for, so I'm going to
Probably
say
for-
you're coming to.
Probably a couple more things because a lot went on after I passed out.
Okay, well, you're stirring and you'll be awake next round.
Okay.
So, Irving. Is it Irving or Irving?
Irving, as in Irving, Sir Irving.
As in
Oh bloody
Irving
hell!
Clyde.
No, I'm just trying to think of the actor manager from the 1900s and 1800s.
I don't think it's Irving. That's with a double U. No,
It's a V,
Irving.
so V for Victor. It's
Irving.
Irving.
Okay.
But Irvin has been for the last round been holding his aim or holding his action actually to get a bonus dice on whatever pops out of the water. So he continues to do so if no suspicious entities come out of the water to snack on some corpses.
Okay, so you're basically on Overwatch. Where exactly are you standing? Are you right on the edge?
So last time I described him like being around the corner at the edge of the water, so that he's a bit out of view, hard to see, but still has a good aim of whatever comes out of the water. So I assume there's like a low wall, like to the waist.
You're at the top of a low wall that leads down to the muddy sort of shoreline.
With the gangplank. Yep.
No, the gangplanks. You're a bit further along from the gangplank because that's lit up.
No, that's a good point. Yes.
I was about to say, good to see you, Neil.
So I'm putting you a few yards downshore from the gangplank and the boat.
That's fine.
At the there's like a wall, like a knee-high wall. Over that wall is a drop down to the river.
Yep.
So you're against the wall, okay, and you're crouched down, so you can't really see over the wall.
No, I'm taking aim. So if I'm let's see, did I rolled to spot hidden sanity and also like listen and stealth roll all successfully / hard. So I'm like hidden at the bottom at the moment.
Where are you aiming? What point?
Well, I noticed the three
In
entities
the
going their separate ways.
Yeah.
So I know where my enemies are, and I'm like aiming in the general direction of the closest one that's near me, which is near the sloop in the water.
Okay, so they went off in three separate directions. One went towards the sloop, one went the other direction from the sloop, the way they were coming from, and the other one went towards you or towards the wall. So you've got three choices to aim at.
The nearest one, then the one probably coming towards me.
Yeah. Okay. Make a spot hidden roll.
Regular.
Neil.
Yeah.
I see you.
Oh, hi.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled 100 on my sneak.
Ooh.
Clomp, 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 clomp.
So so like where the waters meets the muddy shore, it's kind of shallow, and this creature just sort of stumbles out of the water and sort of almost slips on the muddy sort of wet surface, and you see it straight away. You have a target.
Ghoul.
Yeah. I shoot. Seeing that the other party members are already in combat, I can't rightfully claim that they are neutral in our relationship.
Okay, I'm going to give you an advantage because although your aim doesn't kick in because you weren't actually aiming at a target, you got a high advantage. You're not quite point blank. So yeah, you got an bonus dice for your shooting.
Let's see. Combat tab. Okay. Oh.
It's sort of lit up by the dim illumination, dim at this range illumination from the lantern by the gangplank. can see this dog-like creature.
So
Mm.
I
Fangs
do a
and claws.
regular, and it's 11 points of damage with my Martini Henry rifle.
A rifle appears from out of nowhere.
No, it's been there the whole time.
Where
On my
were you
head.
hiding that? Don't ask. Yeah.
On the back. Do you remember the scene with the tux in the backstreet alley? It was on my back.
So that puts you on 120 dex.
5. Oh, yeah, right. It's plus 50 in it.
11
Does he
points of
know
damage.
it's...
11 points of damage, yes.
11 points of damage.
Does he know it's a ghoul yet?
Yeah, don't. I'll get to that. does-
Humanoid.
Do we roll? Do we?
Did the ghoul dive for cover?
No. It rolled 100. It's practically just standing there asking you to be shot to shoot.
Standing like Jesus on top of the water.
Yeah. At the shoreline, it's sort of like knee deep in water.
He puts down the paint after
do we
painting
round
a
up
big
or round
red
down in
circle.
this game?
Always round down.
Round down. Okay. That was at number. We'll call that number 1. You hit it. It sort of, the bullet sort of penetrates its thick skin.
Okay. Say no more.
And it sort of snarls and growls, looking up at you.
Okay.
You think you've hurt it, but it's not. It's still standing.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I basically end my turn.
Thaddeus.
Have I got anything near me as yet, or what was the situation in my immediate vicinity?
Which was the one that Robert killed? Was that the one? There's one that you saw and followed, and it was waiting for you around the corner when you saw that. And then the one came out from behind you, Robert.
Yeah, I remember the one I dodged was.
Which was the
one
one
I
that
dodged was what behind me.
Yeah, which was the one that you killed?
The one that was in front of me that I found in the first place.
So the one that that Thaddeus dodged is still up.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, but there's nothing behind me that I'm aware of. I'm going to try and talk this one down in front of us, and can I put my hands up, but still ready enough to at least get a fist ready to knock him if I need to. Saying, look, all we want to do is talk, and see if I can do either I'll probably guess charm is probably the best way, or maybe persuade.
Let's have a look.
I wish I had higher skills, but they're the two I'm looking at.
If there's any possibility that Robert can go, that's right, we don't actually want to have to kill you. To give him an advantage, or...
What have you got? A pistol in your hands, Robert?
Yeah.
Whereas I'm unarmed.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I'll mark off the 2 bullets that I've used so far. Because I think it was my second shot that killed him. Is that right, Yusef?
Okay.
They are sentient, aren't they, ghouls?
Oh, they're intelligent as well.
Yeah. Oh, they're intelligent too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tulip and Devon spoke to a ghoul once, didn't we? So,
Oh, we got really friendly with one of them.
quite chummy, in fact.
Well, some of them could have originally been people.
Yep, right.
Well, I think this one was. This was the painter.
Pickman.
Pick
Yeah,
one.
there you go. He's a prime example. In fact,
Yeah.
he is the main example from the from the literature. That is.
Exactly.
True.
Yep. That's who we got on really well with.
Yeah.
Helped us out.
Yeah.
We supplied him with paint materials and stuff.
Yep.
And we
Okay.
used to go and
Layers.
visit.
I've
We'd
got
go.
individual stats for each of these ghouls. I'm going to roll its intelligence to see if it understands you.
Mhm.
Please roll 90.
No, I'm rolling under its intelligence. I've
Yeah.
got stats for them.
I
So-
thought you were rolling its
Okay.
intelligence stat. Yeah.
Ugh.
Make your what are you trying to? Is it persuade or charm?
I can, but it's your call. I'd say maybe either applies. I'm just trying to convince it. So perhaps
you're going to
persuade?
get a penalty dice on your roll.
Oh boy.
Use your best one. Use your best one. Use your best one.
Right. Come on.
Come on. Psych.
Come on, persuade.
Psych.
Oh, I saw the first one and went, that went really well. 37's only 2 points off my skill. Then I see the 97 on the other dice. So, no.
Ouch.
What were you using? Charm, persuade,
Persuade.
persuade.
Does my shout of joining him not help him with an advantage?
Yeah.
I did say I was joining in, and I won't necessarily point the gun at it either. It's up to you, Yusuf. It was just something because
Yeah.
he's trying something.
If it was intelligent enough to understand what you were saying, maybe it would have helped. But
It's a
it
language
failed
barrier.
It's
So,
failed its intelligence roll.
Fair enough, keeper.
Irvin, by the way,
Yes.
the thing you shot at, it wasn't a human. It was some creature with cloven feet and claws and fangs, dog-like expression.
Oh, this is the first time I've seen
its
them.
hairy body, its sort of leathery body. What hair there is on it is matted with the wet from the river, and it's looking straight at you. Make a sanity roll.
Oof. Hard success.
Okay. Yeah, you've seen worse.
More of meh than meh.
I've got teammates uglier than you, as I say under my breath.
Good.
Bringing us back to Thaddeus's go. That wasn't a DM, was it?
mm.
Yes.
Could have been.
Huh?
Hold on.
I don't see
something's
anything.
been typed.
It was mine, Neil, for
Okay.
the seat of intelligence.
Okay.
Did we get somebody
You can add
advertising?
to that research if you want.
No, I'm not gonna.
So the creature that Thaddeus is trying to placate, it sort of like looks at you, cocks its head, then looks at its fallen comrade that Robert's just shot at and exclaimed in some weird language that it doesn't understand.
It's gone in the air.
Make a psychology roll. Thaddeus.
I'd like. Can I as well? For instance.
No, because this is happening.
Shit, of course, it's not my go.
It helped if I didn't roll the 2 tens digits from the 2 dice I picked up.
Come on then, psych.
I think that's still a pass. Yeah, 42 is a regular success.
Okay, I'm now going to. You think it after it's looked at you and looked at its fallen comrade, it's now looking at a direction away from the action, as if it's going to go in that direction and run.
Okay. I have a feeling the chase mechanics are going to get used in a minute.
No, don't use them.
Good.
And that's what it does. It's its go. It runs away from you and Robert into the shadows, which brings us to the ones in the water.
Yeah, did we get somebody advertising on on your channel just then?
Yeah, Matt should have the ability to delete it.
What? Delete what?
You're one of the moderators, one of the admin. The advertisement on Twitch.
What was it? Someone watching us advertising?
Yeah.
Looks like somebody just went, "Don't watch that, watch this."
Yeah, how do you get rid of that crap?
I'm looking into it right now. I've never had to do it, so.
There should be like a sword somewhere below on the right corner, which activates like mod mode on Twitch.
Anyway, back to the combat, please, guys.
Sorry. It turns away. Seems to look like it's going to turn away.
No, it turns. It does. It runs off. It runs off into the shadows. You can still see it, but it brings us to the other ones, and they're unseen. No one can see them, so it brings us to. So Robert, if you're going to shoot, you can go next. If you're going to shoot the disappearing target.
No, my intention isn't to shoot him. My intention is to give a bit of a chase. But I want to. Okay. But I also want to check the surveillance as well. If anybody else is in danger. Does it take me off in a completely different direction to the shoreline? Sure.
Make a spotting roll.
Spotting the hidden. Oh, yes, that's a spot of an 18. So a hard spot.
Now all you can see is the one running away from you. Excuse me. What's your movement?
It is a 8.
Okay, you can give chase to it, but you can't catch up with it at the moment.
Then I shan't leave the vicinity of my friends.
Unless you shoot it.
No, I'll let it go.
Okay. And Elizabeth is sort of like looks like she's stirring.
Oh, then I'll see to Elizabeth if Thaddeus isn't around.
But if you're not going to shoot it, then it's not your go. It's
fair enough. Fair enough, mate.
It's Irvin's go. If he's going to shoot.
Rooted to the spot, I think, what I'm going to do next.
But I know what you're going to do if Irvin isn't going to shoot, because then it's your go.
What am I doing right now? I'm in a car.
If you're heading towards the docks, yeah.
Well, I'm not going to be, am I? Because I don't know what's going on there. I don't want to meta the game, so I guess I'm headed to the library.
There is a message saying that they are at the docks.
Yeah, there was.
At night time.
That was left for you to find.
So I've done my studying. Did I get a roll?
Yeah, that was like all afternoon you did that. This is now 2:00 in the morning, the next day.
Yeah, so did I get a roll for studying or anything?
Or
that Seat of Intelligence book? You could just tell me now if it's a red herring. It's fine.
Did I not tell you?
Because I wasn't here last week.
Did I not give you something in
No.
You did.
In what?
It's probably in the notes.
I'm looking at a DM.
Red.
No.
You mean a direct message?
Did I tell you? Didn't I tell you verbally then? What happened?
No, you didn't tell me anything about the book I was trying to study that you sent me off to do.
Hold on. Sure, I'll write it down somewhere. Let me just check my
What the hell is that, Mark?
It's a red herring.
I have got information for you, but can you wait till after the
What you mean?
after
This
the
scene?
combat, after the scene, because
Yeah,
I,
just
I need to go into
yeah. Message me when it's time.
yeah, I might need to take you into a whispers
Yeah.
to tell you. Just want to get this combat over and done with.
Matt, you're muted.
No red fish here. Just my mouse isn't responding whenever I smash it. So.
And I fixed the advert.
So Irvin, what are you doing? You shooting the thing in your sights, or are you muted?
He's muted.
You're
Yes,
muted.
you're right. He's fixing nothing in his sights until he's unmuted.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm shooting it. I already said I was shooting it. It's fine.
You may
It's
have said
standing
it, but
there.
we didn't hear.
Oh no, it's standing there, taking bullets. So, or took a bullet, and now I'm going to keep shooting it till it's down. So,
Okay, you can maintain the penalty, the bonus dice.
okay. So that's a regular. I'll take that for another 11 points.
Another 11 points.
-5.
Where's my
Four.
fucking pencil gone?
And this rifle does have the option of shooting 3 times in a row. So I'll hand in my bonus die and I'll shoot another 2 times.
Has it
No.
got a fuck? So you can
What?
you can shoot 3 rounds in a round.
Yes.
3 bullets in a round.
Yes.
So that will give you
disadvantage
a
dice.
disadvantage on all shots.
All shots, yeah, not just
Okay.
Well,
Well,
the advantage will make the first one flat, and then there'll be disadvantages from then
Yes.
on.
yeah.
So you
Well,
have
I
to
didn't take the advantage dice, so it's fine. And
Okay.
the second is a hard success, and the third is another hard success.
Did you roll
Or-
disadvantage for the second one?
There's no disadvantage; it cancels out.
No. It only cancels that very first shot that you took. Then the second shot takes a disadvantage, and the third shot takes 2 disadvantages, I believe.
No.
No.
No?
Just all shots take a disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The second one does 8, and the third one does 16.
So they all 3 hit. Mark off
Yeah.
the ammo.
Will do.
Yeah, it gets peppered with 3 bullets from your martini rifle, and it just sort of. I'm doing such a great visual body jerk, ragdoll body jerk, but my camera isn't working.
I do it for you.
He's ever so good at them.
And he loves to blow his own trumpet.
And it falls back into the water.
Drifting, sinking, like, or is it moving at all?
Don't know yet.
Ah, damn it!
Doing the backstroke.
It just splashes back into the water.
Oof. I look around if I see any other movement, and I start reloading my gun, but I can't physically do that, so I'll do that next round.
Okay, Rob, you do what you're doing.
He's going to check on Elizabeth. That's if Thaddeus isn't available.
I'm there because I haven't run yet.
Yeah, Thaddeus is still there. Elizabeth, you're conscious. You're aware of people around you.
She just looks like she's trying to find her bearings at the moment. Like, oh my god, what just happened? Yeah, trying to
know,
get up,
You're,
climbing up Thaddeus's
there is-
leg.
there is actually a ghoul lying right beside you.
Oh, that's great. Just grab Thaddeus even harder.
It's lifeless. Its lifeless eyes staring into your direction.
It got that close to Elizabeth.
My head's in his stomach. I'm not paying attention to that at the moment. I'm just trying to get up.
Take my hand. Don't look. Don't look at that gruesome thing.
Trust me, she's not.
Thaddeus.
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 You
Let
held
her,
his hand.
let her grab hold of you.
Oh, right.
She looks up at me and goes, "Ah, it's worse than the ghoul." Looks back down at the ghoul.
Well, I doubt that.
Thaddeus, what you do? Yeah. Unless you're giving chase.
My wife's more important, so I'm basically doing what I was doing before, getting her up, holding her close, and make sure that anything that comes near her that's vaguely dog-like and not a PC gets a fist in the face.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're not
I'm
really
trying-
combat
I-
people. We cling together and try to make sure nothing's coming at us.
The one that ran off into the shadows is now out of sight and gone. And the combat music dies down to just an atmospheric
Then,
ambience.
then the first thing I'm going to take care of, Thaddeus, Elizabeth, is this thing over here. So I'm gonna drag the corpse of this thing. Is it wearing clothing, Yusuf?
No.
I'll drag it under its armpits out into the open so it can be seen.
Okay.
That's just unsightly.
Towards the gangplank because there's a lantern there.
Right,
gonna-
great. And I'm gonna
The
try and
policeman will see that though.
I'm gonna try and get his attention anyway. So that's
Are we
good.
gonna take that back to the morgue?
Irving, are you around? Are you okay? Irving, can I see him from where I am?
Probably not. I'm still at Sloop.
Make a spot hidden roll.
It's a
Robert.
listen roll, isn't it? I shouted him if I can't see him.
Oh,
Make a spot hidden roll.
Oh,
which of us?
Mark.
Okay.
Robert.
here we go. Oh shit, that's a failure.
Hey, don't know where he is.
Irving! I'm just shouting his name. Irving! Until I get a noise back. I put my ear to the air. Now does he have to make a listen roll?
No, I don't think he needs to make a listen roll because I know where he is.
He's just not responding to
It's
you,
not
Mark.
there's no response from your calls, and you can't see him anywhere.
No response. I'm going
No.
to start legging it around looking for him. Last place
Okay.
I thought,
You
last
remember
thought I knew he was round to the left of the boat, I think.
to the riverside.
Yeah.
Okay. While you're doing that, I will. Do you want me to tell you in a private message what you found out about the Seat of Intelligence, or shall I just tell it?
Unless there's something that affects me in it, then you might as well just tell everyone.
I don't mind muting so that I can't hear and so that the people online can hear it and I don't.
Affects you in what way?
Well, anyway, I don't think it would. And I'm not sure that my character wouldn't tell everybody everything that he discovered, so...
It'll save him repeating.
But then I can't tell, because obviously I don't know what you're going to say. But yeah, it will save
Well,
me
do you want-
repeating.
Okay, because I don't know. You might want to role play the information.
It's fine.
I'm muting you.
Don't, Mark.
No. I've not muted you, Neil, just Yusef, so I don't hear Yusef.
Oh. Shit.
Well, so the book, the Seat of Intelligence that Dr. Cullen's written, it's sort of a philosophical, religious, and anatomy based sort of
Anatomical.
anatomical, and anatomy, they're the three subjects it covers the most. And according to the author, Cullen, he believes that the human soul is a fraudulent and anachronistic ideal, and believes the site of consciousness, knowledge, and feeling, the seat of intelligence, lies in the flesh.
Okay, interesting. I didn't have to roll anything for that. I just get that. Yeah.
Just have a library use roll ticked. It was, you found the book in the common section of the library, so it wasn't hard to
Sweet.
find.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Not much to go on, but yeah, sweet. I know how to butter him up, and yeah, cool.
Well, if you're going to eat him, you've got to butter him first.
Well, true. Yeah, don't want to go in dry. That always hurts.
Which, where are you heading? Are you guys going back to bed, or are you gonna follow the message and meet up with the others at the docks? Who knows
Well,
what
yeah,
mischief they could get up to down there?
yeah, I probably would have, because there's not much else to do.
Okay. We'll say you didn't take, you took your time about it because it is 2:00 from their point of view. Maybe you had like a late supper and got changed, showered, did gentlemanly things. How are you going to get there?
I have a car. Or I did. Wait, didn't we like rent cars or get them from that guy? Didn't we organize that? Or
I think you're expecting the car or a car in the morning.
in the morning?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a bit
I think
too
that's
early.
right. I think that's right.
It's okay. I'll stay in. If there's no transport or anything, 2 a.m. I'll just stay in the hotel.
Because this is almost, well, this is the end of the waking day that we've had, where in the rain, transport problems, walking about for ages, and I think that's when we decided,
Yeah,
we did it today, didn't we?
because I didn't play last week, I don't really know what the time has been and what's happened.
Yeah.
And
It's very late.
right,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm
In the
bed.
same waking day of that
okay.
as that, yeah.
You might as well cross me out of this scenario. I mean, scene rather, because I'm going to bed. Like it's freaking 2 a.m. They're big boys and girls. They can handle themselves.
Understood. So, back,
I think we're going to go home to bed now.
Back at the docks.
Yeah.
Does Irvin eventually turn up, or is he gone?
You're muted again. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I bet he's gone somewhere, skulking off
No.
in the shadows
Irvin,
somewhere.
if Irvin heard Robert screaming his name, he would have replied. I'm just, I don't. The keeper didn't communicate on whether I could or couldn't hear, or didn't call for Bull, so I assumed I was just out of range.
Oh shit! I thought you could have at any point, actually.
Yeah, I knew where you were. You weren't that far away from them. You didn't need to roll to hear that.
Okay, you didn't need to roll. Okay, no, that's fine to hear. Now, at some point, as like at the third, Irvin, like I said, could you be quieter? There's like 2 in the water still.
Oh, mate, they've gone.
Are they gone? Did I see them swim away?
Make a spot hidden roll.
Skills. Nah, failure.
You can't.
Well, it might still be here as I scream at him.
The one that you shot has disappeared.
Could I have like jumped afterwards, or did it float or sink?
It would have been it's a fair drop down, but it would have. It's about a 10-foot drop down from where you are to where the body is.
On hearing him confirm that he's alive, Robert's going to run back to the other body, the ghoul that he shot.
Okay. Well, a floor isn't too much to jump into the water for.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you make a jump roll for this or a dex roll?
I'm fine with swimming or jump. Doesn't
Do
really
you have
matter.
the diving skill?
Do you want?
Is
do you want
that
to
a thing?
Hold on. Do you want to
It
jump
can
into?
be a thing.
Do you want to jump into the water, or do you want to jump onto the muddy shoreline, which is there's about
Into the water.
3 foot of muddy shoreline?
Water.
Make a dive roll.
Okay, make a luck roll.
I'll say there's a clarification on because there is the diving skill.
Yeah.
Diving is about swimming underwater with scuba gear.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Wow.
it's swim.
Oh, okay. Roll swim, dude.
Make a luck roll first.
Well, I failed my luck roll.
You fail. Okay, so you jump off and aiming for the water, and you hit the water, but there's only like about 2 feet of water in it there.
More than enough. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. He says, breaking both arms.
Now,
Oh, his knees are going to take some impact.
now make a dex roll, please.
Not swim.
See how far you bounce. Yeah.
So
To not land badly.
Regular dex. You end up getting ending up prone in the water, but you don't take any damage.
Wow.
It's too muddy to take serious damage. I mean, you could have twisted or rolled an ankle, but you didn't.
Am I in touch with the body, or as I try to get?
Wait a minute. What was your dex roll?
Regular. 39 out of 70.
With the failed luck and a regular dex.
The luck was for whether or not the water's deep enough at this point. to jump
Damn.
into.
Wasn't.
The dex was to avoid
Shit.
damage. But your rifle is soaked.
No, that's fine.
Mute yourself, Matt.
What about his socks? Are they soaked?
Yeah, no, you're completely soaked. All your equipment's soaked.
Second time swimming in this in this river.
There's no sign of the creature.
Okay.
It's 2 a.m. It must be freezing cold in Scotland. Does he have to make con rolls?
Last time I didn't.
Wow.
Not only if he stays in the water.
Okay.
Remember that there's a fire barrel, isn't there? By the so you got a lantern by the gangplank going up to the boat, and then on the other side of that, on the same shoreline, is the dockman, that's the night watchman, that's got a fire barrel.
Is he still there, that dude?
Yeah.
Or is he
Yeah.
fucked? So did he react to all like the?
Him and the
Come up.
policeman are just like looking over the water, seeing if you're all right, Irvin.
If they're all right, yeah.
Guns, shots were fired, and they're sort of.
Yeah.
The policeman's gone over to Robert and Thaddeus and Elizabeth, and the night watchman's shouting down at Irving, going, "You're right there, fella."
I was just trying to chase it, but it got away. Don't worry about it. I'll be right back up. And I try to climb my way out of the stairs that are like at the left of the gangplank.
Okay. Are you going to head back to the? Are you going to do anything else here before, or are you going to stay the rest of the night? What are your plans now that Irving's pulled himself out of the river?
Mine is to make sure that the copper sees to this body and sends it back to the pathology lab to be looked at. This thing's got cloven hooves and claws. Is that right?
Yes.
It's DC Harris, isn't it?
God.
What do you make of that, bad boy?
What the?
What the fucking hell is it?
What is it?
in our line of work, we believe what we'd call that is a
Some kind of
ghoul.
ghoulish hound or something.
A ghoul is a very good term for them. Is that not right, Thaddeus? I believe this is more in your line of expertise than mine at the moment.
Oh, I was about to say he took the words right out of its mouth. Yeah.
What are we going to do with the body, though?
Would you suggest I should think that absolute secrecy within the police force, but believe the police force should know the sort of things that they're dealing with.
I think there's a certain degree of what's the best way to put it?
We could take it to the librarian.
No, she'd know what it is already.
But no, the thing is, she was wondering
I'd-
what was swimming in the river, right? So this was swimming in a river, wasn't it? Or do we know?
I didn't think they could swim personally, but I'd say we could take it to the police, put it in the morgue, and alert the authorities, the higher echelon within the police, to say, "Hey, this is what you're dealing with," and then take photos to the librarian to say, "Oi, we just pulled one of these out of your river. Does this match up with anything you've got been researching?"
Or even Thaddeus, we could invite her to come and have a look at it.
If Merlin was there, he would agree with Thaddeus.
Yeah.
Taking photographs rather than ask her to come.
I'd take the photos while we know it's definitely there, because Sod's Law says we invite her to go to the... We leave it with the police, we inform everyone there, we then go to the library, and in that period while we're not there, someone decides it's a heathen, horrible occult thing and just burns it. And then by the time we get there, we've got no evidence.
They're just going to burn
take
it.
the photos before we leave, while we can.
I totally agree with that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Totes. Maybe do a little bit of a medical roll on it. Who's got medicine? You, Mark.
In that case, yes, I do have medicine, Merlin. But
Spirit of Merlin.
Thaddeus.
Merlin isn't there.
Oh shit. But Thaddeus, we can make it very clear to the police that this body cannot be destroyed under some kind of it's just evil, burn it.
Mm-hmm.
You have got crystal communication devices that you can use.
I'm not fucking wasting it on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So I think we should all go to the police station with this body and make sure we can get a record of it immediately, as Thaddeus suggests. So that's what we'll do, Yusef.
How?
We're going to call for some kind of vehicle.
From the police. Okay.
Stop it, George.
Which detective are you going to contact?
We're going to speak to Detective Harris. Is kind of I don't want to sort of like what's the word when you get in amongst somebody else's business? I don't...
Interfere.
What are the options?
Intrude.
Yeah, I don't want to intrude on his duties. I've
would
brought
it-
this to his attention.
The
I've
options-
asked him in character that we all go to the police station with the body, and I would expect that he'd be able to get transport for it.
There's a constable here.
Is that all he is?
Yeah, he's just a constable that's guarding the gangplank.
So constable.
The detectives didn't arrange to meet you for the night vigil.
No, but I thought one was
But
there.
there's two detectives, you know. There's that one, Harris, that's dealing with the sloop, and the one that's dealing with the murders.
Then in that case, I'm going to go for the one that's dealing with the murders. He's the one that's also most keen, and I think this needs his attention first. So, Constable, what's the best way for me to get in contact with your police establishment? How would you do it? Or how would y'all do it?
Well, I'd use the phone box.
Oh, right. Could you point me in that direction while my friends keep an eye on things?
It's for police use only, I'm afraid, sir.
Would you like to accompany me so that I might use it in your presence?
Yeah, well, under the circumstances, and he sort of nervously glances at the creature.
That's right.
Follow me.
Of course, young man.
Um, and not too far away, round the corner, there's a little
Police box?
telephone box. Yeah.
It's the fucking TARDIS, boys.
I was about to say it's dimensionally transcendental. It's one of those
It's
people
not
on
one
the
of those.
inside.
It's
boxes.
like
It's a tesseract.
it's like a phone box mounted on a wall.
With a little key and a little box.
Yeah.
AA.
They can't afford a TARDIS yet. Not this far north.
True.
Yeah.
And he gets through and he says, "Oh, who do you want to speak to, miss?"
Oh, I'm just looking, mate. Wait a minute. It's
Detective Constable McKeegan.
McKeegan, DC McKeegan, please. Get down, George.
Yeah, Detective Constable McKeegan. This fella down the docks wants to speak to you, sir. Yes, sir. And he hands you the phone. Hello,
DC McKeegan, we staked out the sloop boat tonight by the docks, and while we were there,
that'll be Harris. You'll be wanting to speak to then, not me.
yes, but I think the humanoid that we found might be involved in the murders, which I believe you're in charge of.
The what now?
I'd like somehow to get this body to the police station with as little fuss and a little attention as possible. I think you'll find it most interesting to peruse it yourself at this time of night. Yes.
Make a persuade roll.
I shall, because I do have it. Come on, baby, come on. Come on! No! It's a failure.
Nice.
Failure. No, I fail.
It's a failure.
Failure.
Love it.
Physical opposition. Although, I'd like to hasten to add this humanoid happens to have cloven hooves.
And claws, like.
You might even say it had claws and swam out of the water.
So you're going to push that roll with that extra information?
I didn't think I'd need to with that extra information. I'll just leave it in the air for him. I'm not going to roll again. I'm going to leave that with the character to decide whether he thinks that's interesting enough. That a humanoid has cloven hooves.
Sounds like he's from Edinburgh, mate. Click.
It's like that. It's a cloven hoof. It looks like that. His whip.
It's a luciferge.
Because if I push it and fail, then something awful can happen. So why am I going to do that? If he wants to ignore what I've just said to him, fine. Wait till he sees it in the morning. He's going to throw up his coffee and his breakfast, hopefully. Says Mark.
Reasonable. You know how doctors don't, or some specialists don't come in for the weekends? They just leave even a critical patient just over the weekends and enjoy their weekends. They don't come in.
Oh, that's a terrible service then, isn't it? Regarding human beings that are alive. I'm talking about something.
Yeah, which is that. So it doesn't have any urgency behind it. I can totally see it.
In his fantasy world, mate. Wow, how's he reacting to this?
Okay.
Is he still reading?
I'll send a wagon round to pick up the body. Just wait for it to turn up.
All right, we will do.
Make a psychology roll.
Because I've got to tell you, the other one that we killed was somehow disappeared, like it had been taken away by its friends. Because yes, there was more than one. If you find that interesting as well, it was a psychology roll.
Yeah.
And my psychology is, so that means failure.
Okay. And then he puts the phone down.
Not before I do.
Oh.
Fucker. Fucker. Fuck him. So we'll wait for the wagon
That never comes.
that never arrives.
Oh, it comes.
At what time?
5 o'clock in the
9.
morning.
I knew you were going to say 5 o'clock in the morning, you fuck.
Mm.
Right, okay. Yeah, we'll hang around.
What time does Merlin want to get up?
I tell you what, hold on. Before we start all waiting together, I'm going to suggest some people can go and get some rest. If somebody believes they need to get some rest, so they're not waiting for another few hours. Because by the sounds of it, he wasn't really being great. So I'm going to do that, Yusuf.
He
Actually.
wasn't being great.
Yeah, he wasn't
wasn't?
being great about communicating with me. He was a bit reticent,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
he might
Oh.
drag his heels.
The fact he put the phone down on you probably
Yeah,
probably
put the phone
says
down
a
on
lot.
me. You know what I mean? I
And
thought,
the fact
wow,
that you failed
rude.
your psychology roll to work out what kind of mood he was in.
Yeah, I have no idea what mood he was in. Perhaps he spilt his hot coffee on his lap or something. I don't know.
It was like, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, and he was at the station.
He wasn't even supposed to be here today.
Yeah, so he could be there when the body arrived. He's a dick. So I'm quite willing to stay here. But it'd be probably best if there's two of us to make sure the photographs are taken and to give me some backup.
Who has a
No,
camera?
fuck it. I'll take care of it.
Who has a camera?
The police force.
In somewhere in the party after.
I assume
Okay,
that-
so that means the body's going to be photographed when the
with by
police
my
get there.
supervision, and I'm going to ask if I can have the negatives, get them developed.
Okay.
Oh,
So no,
don't
none
you know?
of-
Don't
none of
make
the-
us
okay.
hide the body for a day till we get a camera, so we can take some photographs ourselves. That's just
Okay.
because I will.
So who's staying and who's going back to the hotel? Anyone?
Irvin
is-
is wide awake after his dip in the like
River.
river,
Okay.
and had a nap late in the evening, so he's staying.
In which case, I'll suggest me and the wife go back.
Marvelous. You've had a
wine.
bit of an ordeal, both of you.
Time for more alcohol,
Okay,
I think.
And how
Sleep.
are you going back to the hotel?
It's not too far.
Is there a taxi we could call?
You said
No,
it wasn't too far,
'Cause we
right?
were dro-
Nah, it's like 3 blocks. You can walk that.
That's multiple opportunities to get jumped by these things that ran away
Okay.
from this place. So no fucking way.
Good point.
We all stay together and
True.
get a long sleep in and get up at about 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, if we can't get a taxi or bribe someone nearby to give us a lift back to the hotel, then I think probably stay here.
Make
Stay
a group
together.
luck roll between the four of you.
Oh, okay.
79 luck.
68.
Dude.
Close. Matt was bang on it last week.
Yeah.
65.
Wow.
Oh,
Are we all rolling luck
I know-
individually?
No, it's
No.
always got the lowest.
It's
Oh,
going to
okay.
be Irving's
Lowest.
character.
The lowest luck.
Okay. A failure.
Oh,
Lol.
Okay, there's no random wheels around to give you a lift back.
Thanks to Irving. Thanks to Irving,
Wait
you
a
guys
second.
ain't going to
You don't
Wait,
know
wait,
that.
wait, wait, wait. Irvin, did you want to go back?
No.
No, once.
Yeah, so
they-
why is he involved in the group luck roll then?
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
isn't
fine.
it Thaddeus and
It's
Elizabeth that
okay,
want
so
them?
group luck roll between Thaddeus and Elizabeth, whoever's got
Yeah,
the
that-
lowest luck
Yeah,
roll.
yeah,
That sounds
Neil.
more fair.
All right.
Yeah, Neil.
I'm sitting
Yeah,
at an 80. I'm
thanks.
sure
Yeah.
Thaddeus is,
Baby.
Thaddeus is 79. I'm an 80, right?
So I'm rolling on 79. Yeah,
Come on, mate. Just relax.
Well,
Just relax. Come on.
28. So apparently,
Ah.
yes.
Okay, so you managed to get a cab back.
Me and Irving wave you off.
Yeah.
I'm probably already asleep in the back.
Oh, bloody hell. Irving, you look wet through, mate.
Does anyone want to break for a drink? If it's 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's a good
Cup of
idea.
tea?
Yes, that's a good idea.
It's good a point as any.
All right, then we can go on to
Okay.
intermission.
So we'll be back after these messages.
Bye.
Whoop, whoop.
Ta-da.
Now the night is done, darkness drifts away, enlightenment shines intervening. Life now conveyed, a mere masquerade, cloudless my mind seeks the meaning. Spirit now withdrawn, this figure fades away. Vanquished, my soul cries out screaming, condemned to a plight to terrorize the night as a violet light faintly gleaming. The most merciful thing in the world is blindness towards reality. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams eternal, life infernal, madness is my destiny. And who was I to strive for more than men should know? We're all oblivious souls in the cosmos that's all aglow. In an everlasting state, the world I contemplate fears just of the flesh and it poisoned man long ago. The most purposeful shroud in the world, credence in the Trinity. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams eternal, life infernal, madness is my destiny. darkness drifts away, enlightenment shines intervening. Life now conveyed, a mere masquerade. Cloudless, my mind seeks the meaning. Spirit now withdrawn, this figure fades away. Vanquished, my soul cries out screaming. Condemned to a plight, to terrorize the night as a violet light faintly gleaming. The most merciful thing in the world is blindness towards reality. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams eternal, life infernal, madness is my destiny. And who was I to strive for more than men should know? We're all oblivious souls in the cosmos that's all aglow. In an everlasting state, the world I contemplate, fears just of the flesh and it poisoned man long ago. The most purposeful shroud in the world, credence in the Trinity. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams eternal, life infernal, madness is my destiny. Darkness drifts away, enlightenment shines intervening. Life now conveyed, a mere masquerade. Cloudless, my mind seeks the meaning. Spirit now withdrawn, this figure fades away. Vanquished, my soul cries out screaming. Condemned to a plight, to terrorize the night as a violet light faintly gleaming. The most merciful thing in the world is blindness towards reality. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams eternal, life infernal, madness is my destiny. And who was I to strive for more than men should know? We're all oblivious souls in the cosmos that's all aglow. In an everlasting state, the world I contemplate fears just of the flesh, and it poisoned man long ago. The most purposeful shroud in the world, credence in the Trinity. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams.
Sure.
All right, we're back on.
Hey, I'm back. You can see me now. I've put my clothes on.
Welcome
So,
back. The camera
case.
decided to come on again.
Still looks horrible.
well,
It's a discerning camera he's got. If he's naked, it won't show him.
Yeah.
It's got those lenses from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's like impending danger goes black.
Yes, that's right. Zaphod's.
So
Zaphod's sunglasses.
so Thaddeus and Elizabeth are returned back to the hotel. While
To bed.
Robert and Irving wait for the police to turn up with their wagon to take the body of the ghoul away. Thaddeus and Elizabeth get to the hotel with no with no difficulty, and retire to their chambers.
Sleep is a good thing.
True.
And kept warm by the only source by the docks of the fire barrel. The police don't get there till 5 o'clock in the morning.
So while we're waiting for like 3 hours or 2.5 hours near the fire barrel and the corpse nearby, so I spark up a conversation with Robert. So I shot one of them, like in the water. He was knee deep. I shot him like 4 times. I think I got him really good, but he fell in the water, and then I didn't see him anymore. I tried to jump into the water to get the corpse, hoping or not knowing that you already had a corpse ready.
Oh,
Are they like immune to bullets or something? Did you guys shoot it? Did you guys like beat it to death? What's the secret here?
Well, I thought it took a lot of damage myself. I thought the first bullet was going to kill it, but it kind of didn't. But it went down on my second one, which I mean, 2 bullets are like that. The first bullet would have killed anybody. So I think it can take a lot of damage before it goes down. You
So the
say
one
yours? You said
shoot anywhere specific? The heads, the hearts, like.
oh, there were 2 solid chest wounds.
Hmm.
Like the first one, looked like it went through its heart, but I don't know.
Well, you got a body to examine.
Oh yeah.
I have.
Are we going to let Dr. Cullen in on the body? I hope not.
Can I
Because-
do any kind of preliminary medical exam that would do me any good in this light?
I can allow you to make a medicine roll and glean some information.
Glean
from the
something.
creature. Yeah.
Cool.
You don't
Let's
need to
take.
prop it up.
Let's
light?
take a. Nah, it's all right. I tell you what, though, if you could hold the lantern so I can look at specific areas a lot better, that'd be great. Thanks, Irving. Let's have a look at this bad boy then. Come on! Oh, you bastard! It spun off a 0. That's an absolute fail. Terrible dice this week.
Does he get a bonus dice because I'm helping him with the lighting? I'm helping.
That's so reaching. It should be negative because it's lamplight.
Okay,
You're
good
probably
point.
stopping him. Yeah.
I
And you
can't.
keep moving it.
Leave it
Sure
to
you-
me. Leave it to me. I can't really glean anything from this body in this light, in these conditions. We're going to have to wait until we get back to a laboratory for this. But did you say that the body that you killed, you definitely killed it?
Well, okay, so it fell flat on its back in the water, and
After doing a Spandau ballet maneuver.
okay, that's an extra. After
Ragdoll.
it did some kind of maneuver falling down. Anyway, I heard you shouting. I looked away, and the next moment it was like gone underwater. I tried to jump after it, but I couldn't find the body. Maybe it was dragged off by one of its bodies, or it's alive.
I think I'd err towards the former than the latter, and I reckon that one of its friends has taken it away. Because the last thing they want is attention, isn't it? I bet they're gutted that we've got this body here.
Yeah, we foiled their takeaway attempt.
Mm.
The
Oh.
takeaway from Ireland.
Hold on, where did it go? Just kidding.
But it's around here.
So we've got this thing really close by the way, and we're staying warm, and then finally at 5 o'clock it turns up.
It does, yes.
Okay.
Right.
Detective
go.
Keegan sent us to pick up a body.
That's right. It's this one right here, gentlemen. Prepare yourselves. You won't have seen anything like it. As I lead them in the direction of the corpse.
Have you covered the body up?
Yeah. Absolutely. The last thing we need is a couple of mental coppers going off the deep end.
Legacy procedure would be to, cover the body up.
Discretion.
Yes.
A bit of discretion.
Such a benevolent GM.
So they come along with a stretcher, put the covered, wrapped body up,
The tarp, bit of tarp.
and load it onto the wagon.
I'll get into the wagon with it as long with Irving.
Yep.
Okay, and he takes you to Glasgow Central. Sorry, not Glasgow Central. Glasgow Central.
Right. First thing I want to do on the way in is arrange for some kind of photographer or a camera that I could use myself.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult.
Okay. Will I be able to take the photographs? If not, I'm going to be there with the photographer to help him.
Have you got artcraft photography?
I do not.
So it'd probably be better off using someone with with that skill.
So,
you
like I
get the
say,
photographs.
Robert's going to be there with him to
You
hold
might-
his
you might
hand.
get it all out of focus and chopped heads and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I'm going to make sure that he does get it right.
I do have that when I wake up.
Tripod and all that. You do have that.
The skill.
Not great, but I've got 35% in it.
Okay, it's better than my 5%.
So you're going to wait for Thaddeus, or are you going to have someone from the police station take the photos?
We should let him sleep. At least a call in at the hotel at like 7 a.m. maybe.
No, we'll give him till 9 o'clock.
You've got the body
Okay.
secure here. It's not going anywhere,
Right.
especially if you're watching over it.
Yeah, that's needed.
I mean, Yusef, do I think there's a remote possibility? Does my character think there's a remote possibility that they'll just burn this corpse? That's like asking if anyone in the police force could be crooked. I mean, how long is a piece of string? Maybe I will stay there to make sure, Yusef, and then I'll get some shut-eye.
Some of them might even be cultists.
Yeah, I mean, some of them might be cultists, some of them might know it, some of them might be just complete evangelists and go, let's burn this monstrosity. So I'm actually going to stay here.
So at the moment, you've got the body undisclosed as to what type of body it is. It's just
Unless
that
McKeegan wants to take a look at it.
it's obviously a humanoid wrapped up in tarpaulin on the mortuary slab in Glasgow Central Police Station.
Yeah.
Do keep in mind there is a constable that did get shocked about the body, and there was like a guard at the pier that maybe saw us guarding it near the fire barrel. So I would say tops end of the morning, half the city knows. Or here's a rumor that something was caught near the sloop yesterday evening or something.
You never know.
That body is in danger. Yes, it
But
is.
yeah, Yusef, I'm staying with this body until it gets properly photographed. Irvin, you can go. Irvin, you can go to bed, mate. I don't expect you to stay here with me.
Nah, I already got a nap, and I'm wide awake. No, don't worry about it. I'll stay
Alright.
awake for the rest of the day.
McKeegan's there, and he comes in and sees you, and he goes, "So, what's this about? Cloven hooves?"
Right. All right. What time of day is that, Yusef, by the way?
He meets you at the when you arrive there at the wagon, the body.
Oh. Okay, that's not what I thought. I thought we were already there.
Well, shortly after you get there, he turns up.
Okay, at the morgue. Yeah, get a load of this, mate. Get a load of fucking this.
And the young constable that's also seen a body is with him. So
There.
make sure that so there's just you and him, you two and them two in. There's no
Yeah.
other people around.
Yeah. And the only other people who know about this are asleep and safe. And aren't tittle-tattlers. And before I reveal it, this can't be allowed out to the public for fear of panic.
Okay.
But you do have to know what you're facing.
Well, let's
And
have a look at it then. I'll unwrap him.
I'll dramatically from the corner.
Okay, he sort of looks and he sort of smiles, and then he realizes that wait, what? He sort of does a double take, and his jaw drops, and he sort of starts to stammer.
There, detective.
And then he sort of shakes his head. So you realise mechanically that he's gone through his sanity roll, failed, but he's made his intelligence. He failed.
His
No,
intelligence.
he made his intelligence.
Oh dear God, that's full. I'll put my arms around him. It's okay. It's okay. A lot of people react to this when they first come across it.
And he sort of stumbles back and sits down in a chair that you quickly put behind him. Otherwise, he'd
I kind of go with him and to make sure that he reaches the chair. That's going to be the most practically thing because I'm already with him. If he falls backwards, I'm going to keep him up. It's okay. There's a chair here.
He's fine. He's fine. He sits down and he's like speechless for a few seconds.
Irvin, chuck us your flask a second, mate.
Sure. Yeah. Didn't he have his own? Oh, no, there was Harris. No, here you go.
Take a swig of this, mate.
Oh, cheers. Oh,
He takes a good draft.
he finishes it off.
That'll knock someone out.
We have to restock a little bit later, Irvin.
That's like
How you doing there, detective?
So, what kind of creature is this?
This is
it
what-
natural?
No, it's not natural. It's of the supernatural. It's what we would call a ghoul. They can come in several kinds of shapes and forms. This one, as you can see, it's got cloven hoofs, claws, and a kind of a dog-like face, which probably displays something of its intelligence, which meaning it's probably quite low. The more humanoid they look, I believe the more intelligent they can be. I also believe that these creatures generally feast on dead flesh, though very rarely kill things themselves. This is the kind of thing that we're dealing with, although I'm pretty sure this isn't the only thing that we're dealing with. Detective Constable.
Are you saying this creature's somehow connected to the murders?
I think it's possible that these creatures could have maybe at least fed on those particular creatures or poor people after they died. Post-mortem, they could have maybe ripped a few of them apart even further. I'm not quite sure.
Well, wait, there's more than one?
Yes, there were at least, as far as I know, 3. Would you
5.
say 5? Right.
You got
Okay.
2. There were 3 in the water, and yeah.
Well,
That's right.
Well, where do they come from?
That we don't know, Detective. We've literally just come across this.
Well,
We had an awful suspicion it might be ghouls. We had no idea how to find them.
I see. Well, we've got to hunt these creatures down, destroy them.
There's also the other possibility that if we can find the intelligent ones, because there's got to be an intelligent one for any kind of a community like this to survive. I believe these are kind of, perhaps foragers, perhaps, that are sent out to find food.
Well, you're obviously experienced in these matters.
And I believe that's why we were kind of asked to come and help.
But we can't let this out. Let the public. We can't.
No, that's absolutely correct. The public can never know, which is why we don't go on. We don't publicly tell people what we know about the supernatural because it would cause panic. And you're absolutely right, this must be kept from the public. However, I think it's very important that the police force knows what they're up against if they're involved in this case.
I'll assemble a squad of hand-picked men. It'll take a day or two.
That'll be fine, actually, because that will give us the time to maybe make some more inquiries, try and get
These
something
men
a
I'll
little
be
more.
able to trust to keep it away from the public eye.
Very good.
That includes you too, Tompkins, down at the young. You'll be part of this group, seeing as you've had first-hand experience of these creatures. Yes, sir.
Not a word, not even to your wife.
Yes, sir.
If you've got to talk
Uh,
about it, you talk to us.
Understood.
Thank you, young man.
While I handpick these men, I guess you hunt these creatures down, find out where they nest, or
We're going to do our very best. And this is probably the most solid lead we've got since we've got here. We've got lots of threads, but nothing this substantial.
Very good, very good.
Thank you. Now, if I can have your word, this body will be completely unknown to anybody here. Is there any way of storing it when no one will know what it is? We specifically want to take some photographs of it, so we might be able to take these photographs to someone that we know is an expert.
Well, we'll keep the body wrapped up in the mortuary here. It'll be safe enough. I'll have Tompkins here. We'll watch over it. Hey, lad. Yes, sir. I. Yes, sir.
I think more than one person should be guarding this corpse, Constable. If
Don't worry.
the things don't go down with one bullet, so in case some of its bodies are going to retrieve the corpse, it might need more than one.
You think they're going to be after the corpse?
Irving is quite right in what he's saying, because we believe that we did in fact kill 2 of these creatures, but the other creature that Irving had killed disappeared from the waters that it fell into, believing that obviously they want to come back for their dead. It's quite possible something might come back for this. He's quite right. We don't know what or who, but somebody might. It's very prudent, Irving. I think
It's just as you mentioned before, there is probably an intelligent one that's like controlling or teaching these lessers on behavior. Like they are innately scavengers and will only consort to attacking people if they are starving. They are most of the time, as I heard it from my teammates, symbiote society. They don't actively hunt down their food stocks. People die all the time. They eat from what's left, basically. So most of the time, you don't even notice that they exist here. But I think there's an overpopulation happening, and there are too many of them, and not enough people dying every year for them to feast upon.
it has been in the recent past couple of months. Okay, 2 to 33, 4, 6. I'm going to stick around. I think.
Well, I don't know if that makes me feel better or more uncomfortable, knowing that who's behind these murders.
Well, okay,
well,
so
that's what we're saying. We're not exactly sure that they are behind the murders.
yes,
We do, however, think
well,
that
they
might
must
have
be. They must
some
be.
information. Well, they're certainly behind maybe the disposal of them.
Holy shit.
you know, the last. Did we tell him? No, we told him. McHarris? No, we told McKeegan. McKeegan, or Constable Keegan, we did tell you that the last murder victim, the 18th one, Lucy, the handmaiden, had signs of stabbing wounds before being mutilated by claw-like hands. I think there's multiple people in this city that are using them as waste disposer or a scapegoat.
Well, you've left a lot for me to think about and to deal with.
So, in the meantime, Detective, I'm going to wait until my friend Thaddeus has had a good night's rest, and then I shall ask him if he could come and take some photographs of this creature, because I don't know whether your photographer might not have the stomach for it,
Well, no, if you have
and
the
also
right,
he
no,
might not be
if you have the
trustable with the
right,
information.
if you have the right people for the task, then use them. I'll assemble a task force.
In the meantime, great.
And yeah, well, good job, good job. Now, where's that bottle of whiskey?
Irvin, maybe you could get a refill off his whiskey.
You watch him. He goes over to chats to one of the sergeants, whispers to his ear, and sort of nods over to your direction, and then goes into his office. And the sergeant comes over, nods his head to you two, and says to Constable Nichols, boss said that you'd fill me in.
Oh.
I will, Sarge, I will.
So,
And then he looks at you and says, "Will that? Is there anything else you'd like us to do, sir?"
well, at the moment, we want to make sure that this body isn't disturbed in any way, shape, or form.
Me and Sarge will take care of that.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
If for some
McKeegan
reason
looks over from his desk and he's got his bottle, and he looks over to you and goes, "Thumbs up."
don't let
I'm going to walk over to him. I'm just going to lean on his desk and go, I assume this is going to be one of you trusted.
Yeah, he just looks at you and he goes, "Yeah, you can. Don't worry about the sergeant."
Great, of course. I mean, I knew, but right. Thank you. And I'll go over to him and yeah, I'll tell him what we're dealing with and just expose the feet. He should know. He'll think it's a goat. It's a giant goat. I mean, fucking cloven hooves.
he gets an obsession with cloven hooves.
He's not
fuck it, I'll show
inside.
him.
He's standing outside the room, sort of like no one's getting past him, sort of posture.
Oh, okay. Oh, all
He's
right.
not-
So,
yeah,
all right. Fair enough. He'll find out when he needs to know.
yeah.
Okay.
I
So-
drill him in situations. Okay, the mortician comes into the room. Do you let him come into the room? I am expectantly.
Yeah. What's the answer, Sarge?
I will let him into the room
No.
Nah.
Incorrect.
if he's to examine any other bodies, but the body that's wrapped up there is not to be touched until someone from the mayor's office, some specialist from the mayor's office comes and
I look at Irvin and go, yeah,
Okay,
he's
yeah,
all
that's
right.
fine. Okay.
He's all right. This one, you're all right, Sarge.
Okay, suddenly, one of the 3 surviving doctors of the Mercy Hospital, whatever it's called.
Oh my God, he's doing another.
Comes in, wants to see the body. Do you let him?
unless he's a specialist from the provost's office.
Okay, you get it. Okay, I'm satisfied, and he walks away.
Right.
I apologise for that, Sarge. He just wanted to make sure. You're a good man. And
Wow.
walk off. I like that. I like that. I thought that was funny.
But like, if like people, even in those times, had like
quiz.
respect for doctors. Okay, they were above their station. They were and like
Yeah.
your own caste system.
Oh,
If they
Yeah,
come in to
we
look
get
at
it.
a body,
Yeah, we get it. We get
yeah.
it. I thought it was good. Pop quiz. What do you do? What do you do?
Yeah, for a groundskeeper, you're a good detective.
So
I think you're in the wrong profession, to be honest.
I don't know how much time there is left before 9 o'clock odd.
couple of hours.
Okay, then I'm going to ask the detective McKeegan. Is there anywhere that we could just sort of like? I can basically sleep anywhere. Have you got somewhere we can just sit about for a bit and get a little bit of shut eye for 2 hours? I don't want to go all the way to the hotel, spend half an hour getting there to get 20 minutes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, we don't all have to be here. I think we need to get the Thaddeus, and I think Merlin wants to be informed of this as well.
Go for it,
So
Irving. I'll
what
stay
time
here.
are we finishing tonight? Because it's getting close to 10.
Yeah, it's only 10. Only
Yeah.
getting close to that. It's only...
What
Carry
time are
on
we
till
finishing?
11.
11. Okay. I'll carry on snoring.
And all I'm
Uh,
going to do is sleep in that chair if Irving
Okay.
goes off.
You
I'm
get
waking
a
the other
chair to
three.
sleep in. That's fine.
And I'll ask
Irving,
someone to wake me up at 9 o'clock.
Irving, you go back to the hotel and
Wake the other three.
wake the others. Okay.
Yeah. And then spend some me time with the bathtub.
So
Scrubbing
Merlin,
again.
you stayed at the hotel, yeah?
hmm
So yeah, Merlin and the others discover each other at the hotel in the morning.
What time? Oh, sorry. What time in the morning?
So I'll leave that up to you.
A little after 9.
Okay.
So food, and then break out the
Mhm.
photography gear and head to go and see a dead
9 o'clock
dog.
can be the default wake up time, unless people
Well,
want to wake up specifically.
I
want
went
to
to
wake
bed
up earlier.
earlier. Yeah, I went to bed earlier because like you guys were fucking playing a sloop, and
Yep.
I'm sure it wasn't 2 a.m. I got into the hotel, so I'm
No.
probably up and refreshed at 7 a.m.
That's fine. If you want to do
Yeah.
anything specific, let me know.
Yeah, sure. So I'd like to call the local police station and ask if there were any incidents around the sloop last night.
At 7 o'clock.
Well, I'd have breakfast, so maybe 8. It's not the
Okay,
first thing I
yeah.
do.
Okay. Do you say who you are?
Yeah, of course. I'm
Okay.
inquiring. I need to know.
Expected to be taken through to Detective Harris, who's in charge of the sloop investigation. You'll put through to Detective McKeegan, who's in charge of the murder investigations.
Oh,
McKeegan here.
I didn't expect to talk to you, sir.
You asked you. Well, you're one of Mr. Walker's colleagues, are you not? From the
Yeah, but
Provost office.
I was inquiring about the sloop. If anything happened around there last night, I thought I'd speak to Harris, but obviously, it's yourself.
Have you not spoken to your colleagues colleagues yet about what happened last night?
No. Haven't seen them this morning.
Well, I
Hence
suppose,
why I'm calling to see if anything happened there that was untoward or.
yeah, they
you
will.
Oh my
Excuse
goodness!
me,
You should see
excuse
a
me.
pharmacist or a doctor
That
about
damn
that.
weather.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you better come down to the station then and see for yourself. I mean, one of your colleagues retrieved the body, so
Right.
that's all I'm prepared to say at the moment.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. I'll happily come down. Any time or a specific time?
At your convenience.
Oh, lovely. Okay. I'll see you.
The body isn't going anywhere.
Sure. I'll see you soon, and then I'll leave. Put down the phone, and I'll knock on the doors of the my colleagues where they were staying at this hotel. See if anyone's in there.
No one answers Robert's door. There's a knock on Thaddeus and Elizabeth's door and a knock on Irving's door. It's up to the occupants
Whether they
to
wake.
answer.
No, Daddy, just get the door.
We didn't order room service. Who is?
Oh, sorry, Thaddeus. It's me, Merlin.
Oh, hang on a minute. Quickly get something over me.
Where did you put your pants?
I don't know.
Please do wear pants.
Not when I'm in bed, I won't.
Ugh.
Fair enough.
Ju-
I cover my eyes.
Insert dressing gown here and open the door.
Ah, good to see you. The other two, they didn't answer. Everything okay?
I
last
think
night?
I think they're currently babysitting a body.
What, a body? Babysitting? Why?
Oh, making sure no one gets rid of the ghoul body that's currently in the morgue, assuming it's still there.
You met a ghoul?
Several.
How did you know they were ghouls?
The foul, stinking breath, the whole dog-like features, the whole trying to eat you reaction. Yeah, they're ghoul.
I mean, as much as we know about ghouls, they're attracted to dead bodies, right?
I think they were trying to make us dead so that they were even more attracted to us.
My goodness. What, the other two, are they alive? Irvin?
Yeah, I say they're alive. They're playing babysitting at the
Oh,
minute.
yes. Yeah, sorry.
We should probably get down there to see how they're doing.
Yeah.
Seeing if they can get photographic evidence of the things, make sure that the people in authority know about them.
I found
the
your pants.
usual.
Good idea. Oh my god.
There
Put
are
it
things.
away, sir.
There are things that are worthy of sand checks right there.
Yes.
They're on the
Take one,
balcony.
Sunloss.
How did they get on the balcony?
I don't know what happens after midnight.
So how did you come across a ghoul body?
Well, I wasn't expecting it to be ghouls. Our dear friend Robert made it a body. Well, made it an ex ghoul.
They attacked you then,
Yeah, they moved first.
right?
You might want
I
to
was quite
wash
happy
these.
to try and. That's what room service is for. Yeah, they made the first move. I was quite happy trying to talk them down, but they weren't
Right.
either didn't understand or weren't compliant enough.
I do remember. I think it was either. I'm sure it was Devon or Tulip telling me once they met a ghoul that could communicate and like was actually intelligent, and they bargained with it and dealt with it.
I
So,
tried
yeah, I can
that.
see why you would.
I tried that. It didn't work.
Oh,
Yeah.
shame.
I don't remember most of last night. I passed out.
Oh dear. How come?
It tried to kill me.
Well, that would startle
Scary.
you, I'm sure. Yeah,
Scary stuff.
indeed. Well, I guess we should go and meet them, and then I tell you both about what I learned about the Seat of Intelligence book, in case it ever became important.
I'm wondering if, because there's the whole thing about flesh there, whether there might be a ghoul connection, because ghouls eat flesh. So.
Is there any lore about ghouls like retaining the memories of those they eat or the powers of those they eat?
What's the book called?
I do not know.
What's the name of the book?
Okay.
Seat of Intelligence.
He believed the soul was in the flesh and not the wherever else religious people think it is.
Heart or head or whatever.
Oh yeah, those.
Or just an aura.
Yeah, I've heard those ideas. Anyway, yeah, let's when you're ready, guys, we should go.
I've put it in the handouts, the theory from Seat of Intelligence book.
Cool.
Or the synopsis of the book.
There's Thaddeus, a clean pair of underwear. You shouldn't go out there with these old ones.
Yes, more holy than godly.
So are you all heading down to the police station?
It's more like you shit yourself last night.
Erwin, are you going as well?
Well, I was on my way to wake them at like 8 or maybe quarter before 9. But
Or you
yeah.
woken up earlier?
No, but I was never asleep. That's the thing.
Yeah, I knocked on their doors at 8 after taking a phone call.
Oh, so you left earlier?
I left later from the police station. I haven't arrived at the hotel yet.
Oh, you're still at the... No.
We probably meet him as he leaves the police station. That's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Ah, well, my job is done. Robert, I got them.
That was quick.
You left the police station at about 6 at the latest.
I think 7:30 maybe.
No, 6 at the latest.
Okay.
So you would have got to the hotel before Merlin woke up to wake
So-
you all up.
We've
Oh,
just
then he does
complicated
wake me.
everything. We've just complicated everything. Oh my goodness.
I come out of my room as they are leaving. No, I kind of want to catch some CGI, and he goes back in, and then later, an hour later, he turns up at the police station.
Okay.
Say, I got them.
Right. So you're at the police station, or at least all of you, apart from Owen, at the moment.
Can
When
they
you
be
arrive,
on the
when
way?
Merlin
Yeah.
and the Chambers arrive at the police station, you see McFadden at his desk, and in a seat next to in his office is Robert snoring.
Wake up! You start poking him. Yep, up.
Ah, oh,
You got the politer wake up call. I normally just get a foot in the balls. But...
Well,
Oh,
that's
start-
marriage for you.
Start
I
wearing
guess that's
pants to bed.
familiarity.
If you wore pants
That's
to bed,
right,
you wouldn't
love.
have that problem.
Thanks
Wake
for
up.
the non-rude. Thanks for the non-rude awakening. I'm
You're
ready.
welcome. You're
Thaddeus,
welcome.
have you got your kit?
Insert photography equipment here. Yes.
Insert surprised face. Gah.
Is he new to bring it?
This way. Merlin, how you doing, mate?
I hear you've been busy, old chap.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. Wouldn't believe it. I mean, we try. Oh, I'll tell you on the way in, and as we walk down the hallway and stuff, I'll fill him in on the. And it went for Elizabeth, right? But then Thaddeus got in the way. Then I turned back to mine and put mine down. And then the one that Thaddeus had in front of him decided to turn around and run away after he tried to make friends with it. I mean, we tried, and it ran off. And apparently, the one that Irving killed has
Oh.
actually fallen back in the water and then disappeared.
Where did you hit it when you shot it?
Mine, I put two into its chest and it went down. He said he hit his about 4 times and it fell backwards. So we reckon that it's probably been taken by its mates.
What weapon did you use?
Oh, mine. Me, I was using that trusty 45 that Tulip gave me.
Oh, wow.
While
Two
you're
of those.
saying all this, McFadden gets up and shuts the office door.
Why? We're nowhere near it. We're on our way to the body.
Okay. Behind, as he follows you to the body, he shuts the door.
Okay.
Two slugs, you say,
McFadden's not
Mike?
in the loop, is he?
Yeah, he's accompanying you to the body.
Is he in the loop?
Who? McFadden.
McFadden, yeah, it's McKeegan that's the.
McKeegan, that's what I mean. That's McKeegan.
Oh, hence
Gee,
my
who the
question.
fuck's
Who the fuck's
McFadden?
McFadden?
I was like, who's
Was
this
he the-
fucking
Was he the
twat?
guy at the pier?
Was it?
Yeah,
No,
maybe.
no,
yeah.
that was Alice.
He's definitely an NPC.
Oh, okay, so
McKeegan.
it's McKeegan, is it? Walking down the path, right? Okay.
So I carry on with Robert. So 2 shots and it was down.
2 shots and he was down, but they were really good shots.
Oh,
Just
good
in
call.
the spirit of the moment, I was quite surprised with myself. It must be all of that bloody. Must have been that bloody war I was in. Oh, the
Right.
bloody war.
Yeah, the war. Yeah.
Bloody war, that bloody great war.
So it
Right.
doesn't take you long to get to the to the room where the body is.
How about
There's
you? Did you find anything out yourself?
Only that the seat of intelligence, blah 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 blah. What's written?
Oh,
in there.
Jesus Christ, don't blah blah me, because I didn't listen to it.
Oh, wait,
Can you
okay,
do it really fast
Dr.
like I did?
Collins, he wrote a book. It's a philosophical, anatomical, religious
Yeah.
Did you say text?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got that written down.
Regarding the fact that he believes that the soul is not in the seat, that it was cast originally, the heart and the head, but in the flesh, and that it's an anachronistic ideal that it's in an aura or the heart or the mind. Interesting theory.
An anachronism, is it?
An anachronism, yeah.
Something that's out of time, not in its correct place in history.
Anyway,
Hmm.
show me the body.
Interesting. Oh, here we are.
The room's guarded by quite a beefy sergeant, and you recognise the constable that was at the docks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sergeant.
McFadden.
By the way, Sergeant, what's your first name?
Angus.
Angus. Thank you very much, son. You've done very well, Angus. Right. Okay, Angus. Trusted. Come on in, everybody.
Wait, Robert, when you saw this creature, did it afflict you in any way? Looking at it, was it a startle? Did you
Well, I was a little bit
feel
startled.
overcome?
Well, I was a little bit startled myself. You could say a little bit startled, I suppose. Not quite I've gone out of my mind sort of startled,
Right,
but
yeah.
it took me back a bit. But I managed to hold on to myself and
Sorry.
deal with the situation. But poor Elizabeth, I think it was quite a shock for her system.
As you enter the room where the body of the ghoul is kept, you hear you see Tompkins, the constable from the docks, sort of like become ready, awake and alert.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say he's very nervous. Right.
I wasn't asleep.
Honest, Gov.
It's all right, mate. I won't say out. You've been up all night. Here it is.
Oh, I'll leave you alone.
Thanks, Harris.
And he leaves.
Thanks, Constable. Right.
I'll turn to Robert and say, I'll whisper. Wait. Have you checked it over medically? Have you done anything?
I haven't properly. I wasn't in the right light and it wasn't in the right circumstances. I thought I'd wait until the photographs were taken first before I started.
Right.
I don't know, making any incisions or autopsies.
Wise, good idea.
Thaddeus arranges his photographic equipment while Robert unwraps the body.
Fun times.
Oh.
And you reveal this creature with cloven feet.
And probably faint.
You've already gone through that. How about Merlin?
Merlin, yes.
Shit.
I know, right?
Make a sanity roll.
Can I get an advantage because I braced myself beforehand?
The loss will be halved because it's dead.
Okay.
And it's not a threat.
Yeah.
Success. Regular.
You see,
yes.
Merlin?
Yeah.
You brace yourself for this hideous thing, and
the
corpse, it doesn't seem as threatening as if it was alive and bearing its fangs and claws.
It's hideous, Robert.
It's got two bullet holes in its torso.
Well, you can see where you shot it, sir. Look, two obvious bullet holes.
I know, right? And each of them would be enough to put any normal human being down.
My God, who could believe such a creature could exist?
I know all those tales that Tulip and Devon were telling us.
Aye.
But I'm not sure if they mentioned any kind of dog-like creatures.
Well, it's quite human-like.
Well, it's got 2 legs and 2 arms, you know. It's kind of humanoid, I suppose.
So did the Neanderthal, right? Perhaps there's some kind of missing link.
I don't know if that's how they're created.
I don't know either. I haven't read enough.
Thaddeus, do you know how these creatures are actually created in the first place?
Keeper's Call. I think I only got a regular success on my mythos, so I'm not sure if I would know or not.
Ah, right. Right.
Mm.
You can make a Cthulhu Mythos roll to find out more.
Or can
Come
I
on,
make?
dice!
Yeah, I want. Go on.
What, mate?
Go on, son.
Everyone can do it.
I have not got enough luck to pass that.
Jinkies. I'm gonna try.
86.
I succeeded. I rolled 14.
Wow,
Yeah, but it's just a regular.
that's fine.
Same as
You-
what Thaddeus
yeah,
already knew.
yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
Can you not remember any
There are
any
stories.
vital information
There
that
are
maybe
stories
Tulip?
that humans can change into them, but it involves
A ritual of some
like
sort.
ritualistic
Mm.
dubris.
Yeah, perhaps you're right. Actually, Robert, I don't think they would be a missing link. Come to think of it.
They're more like something that's like a grotesque deformation of life, isn't it?
Some kind of oh, parasite, or I don't know how to explain it. It's beyond
Maybe.
my measure.
I mean, I can only assume that one would want to become a ghoul to sort of live longer, perhaps. Maybe it allows you some kind of extension of life. I don't know.
I don't know how long they live. Thaddeus, do you? Is that a?
They're not like hamsters and last only a couple of years. They must.
I have no idea, Robert.
No?
What are you going to do with the body?
Take photos.
Yeah, he's taking photographs, and then I'm going to. Do I think I could perform an autopsy on this body and see if its organs are in the right places,
What's
or
your
whether
medicine skill?
it's 50?
50.
Yeah, it's bang on 50.
As he contemplates that, I'll like say to him, do you think you could like find its stomach and empty its contents, see what it last ate?
What did last state? Yeah.
Just out of
I've
interest.
also, Yusef, I don't know if this helps, but I've got anthropology of 50, as well as my combat medic of 50.
Okay, anthropology.
Yeah.
I'll allow you to do a combined anthropological medicine roll
To
find
do
the
a
to get
autopsy.
facts out of the body.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I'm presuming it's going to involve cutting it up and.
It's going to involve certainly entering into its torso and doing a Y
Okay.
decision at the very least, but I'm not going to dismember it or anything. And certainly not until Thaddeus has made all photographs. Otherwise, people can start saying, "Oh, yeah, that's been pieced together. That's just been stitched together."
Contents of its body, of its stomach.
As
Is
well,
going
yeah,
to be very
eventually.
is going to be very interesting. The rest of it will just to see, is its heart in the right place? Does it have humanoid lungs? Kidneys? Does the intestine go in the right way? 2 kidneys.
Okay. Let's have that roll.
Okay.
If you roll under Cthulhu Mythos, can you blag like that skill as well combined? Or
No, I'm not going to do that. It's just these two. And hopefully they'll both roll under 50.
Right.
roll a 2.
Come on, babies. Come on, babies.
One would be better.
39.
Oh, okay.
What's the most useful for me to pass, Yusef?
Well, with a combined roll, if you get under both skills, they're both passes.
Oh, of course
Yeah.
it's a combined. Oh,
Yeah, it's combined roll.
one roll does both. So yes, that's and I can make it a hard if necessary. Shall I make it a hard just to take away any ambiguity of what you think you can tell me?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So,
That's a total of 25, 39,
You
is
don't get the ticks.
14. What do you mean I don't get the ticks?
Because you spent luck on it.
But I've already succeeded. I'm just trying to make it a hard.
I think the wording in the book is if you spend luck, then you don't get it. But it might be spend luck to make a success.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which one is it?
Okay. To make a success. spending luck to make a success stops the tick.
Right. So
Could be
I
that.
didn't need a hard to get information, so
He's getting a better degree of
you're getting
success than is
a better,
needed.
better degree. So yeah, you get the ticks.
thank you, GM.
So anthropologically speaking, there's nothing abnormal apart from the fact that it's not human.
Apart from that fact.
But it's not like
Yeah,
its
insane.
heart's in its right place, and you know it's basically it's human. Very
Oid.
similar to human.
It's human.
Humanish.
Oid.
Anthropologically, sort of medically speaking, it seems to be undernourished. And it's got very thick skin, which sort of probably why it took 2 bullets to fell it.
And can I also say that anthropologically speaking, that this creature was probably human at first. It hasn't. It's not
There's
a
no
developed
evidence to support-
goat.
There's no evidence to support that.
Is it
There's
wearing clothes?
Wait a minute. Hold on, Yusef. Did
It's
you say that
naked.
it's? Did you say that its heart's in the right place, and it's got 2 lungs, and its kidneys are in that offset position, and its liver's normal liver?
Whatever anatomical anatomy a
Similarity.
ghoul has, it has a normal ghoulish anatomy.
And
But-
does it have normal human bones?
It's
I
not
mean,
human.
except-
It never was human.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, that
we've
is
established that.
actually right. Well, I can tell you that this thing was never human in the first place. Because I have absolutely no idea how this
Right.
thing came about.
Do you say that holding its heart? Or
While it's going like that.
yeah.
The contents of its stomach,
Kalima!
what little contents there are, seems to be that of decayed flesh,
So at least that
not
can be.
not fresh.
That can be. At least that's definitive of what ghouls are.
Mm.
And that,
Carrion eaters.
yeah, that's right. And that it hasn't been doing the killing itself, maybe just feasting on the remains.
And what a feast that sloop looked like, right? Yummy.
Indeed, I'm sure that that's probably what they were aiming for.
Attracted to it.
Oh, you
That's
also discovered. You also found out that the sloop, I think. Did I tell you what happened? There was going to be either two things going to happen to the sloop and its contents. It's either going to be returned to Ireland or it's going to be destroyed here. And I think
it was
I
going to be
think
destroyed here.
it's going to be destroyed here at some point
That's right.
today, I think.
Oh, and that makes it sound like they knew that, and that was their last chance to get to it,
Well,
which
that's gonna be it.
indicates someone.
Well, things are going to get real serious because the tombs are empty, right? They have nothing to eat. So we'll be even in more danger.
All the graves we found were empty.
Oh, bloody hell!
Mhm.
Right, so they've got no source of food, which fits in with the fact that it
Was
looks
that last
half-starved.
week? Was that last week you found that out?
Yesterday.
In terms of physical game time,
Real time.
yeah, because we'd missed the session before that,
2
or
weeks ago.
1 or 2 sessions before it.
That's right, yeah.
2 sessions ago.
In our intervening period, we went looking around the graveyard. So in game time, it would have been yesterday while we were doing that.
But it was 2
Okay, and
sessions
you
ago
found
they discovered that.
and you found nothing. That all the tombs were empty.
Yeah, there's signs that they've been opened, so it's not like they were never put in there. Someone's been going around
Yeah.
the smorgasbord. Yeah.
Did you like happen to see how many might? Was there any evidence to suggest how many there were? In terms of how many ghouls there might have been.
I don't think we were given that info, so probably not.
Okay.
You spent the time there looking at D6
A number of crypts. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
D6 something.
Any spiritual activity there when he was there that you guys picked up at all?
No, we had some spiritual activity elsewhere, but not there.
Right.
Oh, that D6 plus 1 is for you to roll, Matt.
Oh, right. Okay. We looked at a grand total of 6 in total.
6T?
T.
Oh, 6. 6T?
tombs.
Just 6.
6 tombs that they investigated showed signs of tampering and or erosion, crumbled masonry, etc. But they were all missing the original occupants.
Wow. How far did you go down? Like,
They're different mausoleums for different families.
how did
They're not like underground tunnels. It's like acres of mausoleums.
Muslim? Gotcha. And did you see any like evidence of how they got in, the ghouls, to the mausoleums?
I believe he just was just mentioned that there were signs that they had been opened, but that could be crowbar, that could be levering, could be brute force.
Brute force. So the mausoleums are just open for anyone to get into.
A lot of them at that time were. I mean, I've trekked around Highgate, so I've been in that to see some of the old cemeteries, the old crypts there.
Oh wow.
Some of them, the richer they are, the more wealthy they are, they might be barred and locked, but a lot of the other ones you could just walk in.
Wow. Awesome, kind of.
And you reckon
So,
that from the 6 that you found empty, you reckon that's a good indication that all the rest are empty?
Well, the necropolis houses.
Vast.
It's 37 acres of mausoleums.
Wow.
And if we just struck on luckily like 6 random ones that had all been tampered with, and none that weren't.
Yeah, you just happened upon the 6 that the only 6 they opened.
Yeah.
But one of them, the McCall mausoleum, did have stairs going down, but you didn't think prudent to venture further.
Because that is probably a way. Because that may be a way down to a warren if it's really subterranean. So
this is what I'm getting at, yeah.
But it might be an idea to go down there with a gong, ring the dinner bell, and then see who comes up to see if we can talk to them.
Maybe if we had a few dead bodies, it might like distract them a bit. That we could offer some dead people to them, as a bargaining chip.
Dead body, stick or two of dynamite, throw down the hole in case we just need to block it off. Either way, it's good incentive.
I think we should have both. Actually, you make a good argument.
So,
where are you planning on getting the dead bodies from?
We've got a sloop full, Robert. There's a whole vast array of bodies down there.
Yeah, just say to the police, we'll take these off your hands. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just a hobby.
We'll save you from burning this lot. We can put to practical use.
Yeah.
Our surnames aren't Burke or Hare. We're good.
It's actually organ donation.
They're just not donating it to who you think. Yeah.
Well, if the sloop's going to be disposed of in Glasgow, you might have an opportunity there.
Yeah,
that's
it's just
an
an idea.
Roll, that is.
Yeah, that's just an idea.
We could ask to take a couple of the bodies off the boat.
Aye.
For sending away.
Yep.
For further examination.
I mean, I could ring down to Scotland Yard. I've got a few contacts there. I could get them to ring up and say they want the bodies, and it will just be us getting them. It wouldn't be a big thing.
You've got the provost office. It's got the same kind of authority.
That's right. We could just use that as our authority to take a couple of bodies without even saying anything. We don't even have to give
in the loop.
Thank you, God. Yes. Anyway, there are ways anyway of doing that.
It shouldn't be
Let's
a problem.
let's make
one
that
way or
so
another.
then before it gets burnt, that we get a couple of the bodies.
Are we're gonna let the police keep this ghoul body, right? Or I mean, the legacy don't need this, do they? Question mark? Question mark?
I mean, will they eat their own dead?
Who?
Ghouls.
Would you eat your own dead if you were hungry and starving and had no other choice?
I'm not a ghoul.
No, I'm asking you as a human.
Oh, you're talking about alive?
Yeah.
People.
Yeah,
People.
I'd
Would you?
eat human flesh. Yeah.
Then probably a ghoul would too, I'm suggesting.
So what's next, guys?
Photos all taken.
Hmm.
Oh, let's have that photo roll.
I was hoping I'd get away with that one.
Before I've taken the knife to it, of course.
I get a tick 22.
Well done.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Boom.
Nice.
So,
So we've got two avenues now. There's the photographs to take to the woman at the library, at the Mitchell Library, and we've
Right.
also got the bodies now that we can take to the tomb. I take it that we all go together to all of them.
I mean, well, I was going to say the woman at the library, she's quite interested in all this. What would
Well,
what,
the thing is, now we've got definitive things to ask her about. You remember she said to us,
maybe she'd like to see the body.
that would kind of also be physical proof to say, hey, look, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Maybe we
but I
should
thought
write it
that's what the
down.
photographs were for, because I was going to say call her in.
Just in case the body wasn't, in case anything happened to the body. We've now got we've got our backup. Now we can
Aye.
call her in.
Yeah, good
Oh,
idea.
yes, we'll make a phone call to Miss Montrose, was it? No. Mrs. Oh, yeah. Anthea Montrose.
Also, Robert, I'd love to see her reaction when she sees the thing. Just
As
saying.
would I. As would I. So I'll give her a call. I'll give her a call.
Okay.
Dr. Agnes Montrose, please.
Mitchell Library, how can I help you?
Is that Dr. Agnes?
No, 1 second.
Thank you very much. Suddenly, hello there, and just blow everything. I'm sorry, you're speaking to the wrong person.
Yeah.
He tried. He tried.
Montrose here. How can I help you?
This is Robert Walker. Myself and some of my companions arrived a little while ago to ask you about the strange goings on.
Ah, yes, the fellows that. Yes.
And
How
you
can I help?
said to us specifically, if we wanted to do some research, we'd have to have some more specific questions. Well, we've got something better for you, and we've got a body for you to look at in the morgue of something that we got out of the water by the docks.
Which docks was this?
Oh, the docks that are very close to where the sloop of 50 dead bodies is being contained. We believe the creature that we've got is a ghoul.
Oh, and you want me to do what? You want me to come and see the body?
I thought you might find it of interest, to be honest, Mrs. Dr. Montrose, because it's of the supernatural. It's not your everyday occurrence. But if you don't want to see it, I understand. We've taken photographs.
I trust that you'll be able to dispose of the creature and do what you will with it. You don't need my help for that, do you?
Not at all. So it isn't anything that you find a surprise.
Well, ghouls aren't really my expertise.
Field of expertise, right? All right.
I suggest doesn't surprise me that you've discovered a ghoul presence here in Glasgow. After all, the necropolis is probably teeming with them.
Indeed, Mrs. Montrose, you clearly know your stuff. We've also discovered that most of those tombs are probably empty now, so
But
there's probably a bit of a food problem going on for all the ghouls.
where did you find the creature?
As I say, by the docks, we think that it and four others were desperate enough to try and go to the docks and retrieve food from the 50 dead bodies that are now putrefying in the bottom of the hold.
Well, I suppose it would be an enticing treat for them
And
for them to stray so far away from their dwelling. Is rather unusual, but
it shows us their desperate measures,
does
perhaps.
show some kind of desperation, I guess.
Robert, what is she saying?
Well,
Robert, what's she saying?
if you need me for any help, please feel free to come visit me.
There is one other thing that we also think we need looking into. Is the possibility of some sort of werewolf activity. Is that inside your realm of expertise at all?
Robert, ask her if ghouls swim usually.
I put my hand over the speaker while she's thinking. I put my hand over the speakerphone and say, she does certainly say that it shows desperate measures, but she didn't show any shock that they'd been swimming.
So she knows about ghouls.
Oh, she said there was no surprise. The fact that we found ghouls, considering, we've got the necropolis there.
Interesting.
Sorry,
if
Dr.
ghouls
Montrose.
If ghouls were to be found, they'd be found in cemeteries and places where the dead are kept buried.
Does it surprise you at all to hear that they were swimming?
It's not
Maybe that wasn't clear.
Like I say, it's not my expertise, but
It's not their expertise.
it's not,
Merlin.
Oh, I thought she was an expert for a
they're not
minute.
they're not really known for their water activities.
Right. That just shows how desperate they must be, really.
Does she know if we can communicate with them?
She's already said it's really not her expertise, the ghouls. What might I ask? What is your expertise, if you don't mind me asking?
Oral, she says.
There is a visible pause over the phone.
Oh, I don't mean to put you on the spot.
I don't think I'd be prepared to expose you to such experiences.
Not just yet.
Not just yet. Yes, quite.
Kinky shit then.
All right, Dr. Montrose, you've now really piqued my interest.
Well, you know what they said about the curiosity.
I know, but like my grandma used to say, I was a lot like a cat, including all the lives.
Satisfaction brought it back, though.
I'm looking at. Satisfaction brought it back. Oh, I like it.
Well, if there's any more questions you'd like to ask, you know where to find me.
Can you just hold on one more second? She's about to ring off, chaps. Is there anything that you want to ask her? Do you think I might not have?
Where does she think the ghouls might have come from?
Oh, she absolutely says that their living places will be somewhere within the necropolis.
Necropolis.
Oh.
Right. So those stairs you didn't go down, perhaps that led to where they might be.
That's like flashlights, dynamite, and corpses.
Yeah,
to,
so
go down there with.
it's a real high-ranking possibility.
Aye.
So shall I let this poor lass go for the moment? All right.
Yeah, I think
Thank
so.
you ever so much, Dr. Montrose. Maybe we'll bring you the maybe we'll bring you the photographs sometime so you can at least look at it. See what,
Photographs, yes, that should be okay.
maybe you can put them into your library as a record somewhere.
Yes, maybe.
So this old
Thanks for your time.
bitch's interest was in the what river was it? She was interested. There was like shit going down in this
The
river,
main river through
the main
Glasgow,
river.
I think. Yeah.
But she knew it wasn't ghouls. Like she was not
She
really
doesn't seem to be
interested about
excited.
it.
No, she didn't seem to be excited as though, oh, perhaps that must be it. No,
Yeah,
not just,
exactly. Not even. Oh,
not,
yeah.
no, not even an, not, I didn't even get an ooh out of her when I
Yeah,
mentioned the ghouls. She just sort of went, well, yeah, I suppose.
yeah,
It's not
exactly.
a surprise she found a
Yeah,
ghoul,
She
especially
must think
here.
it's something. Maybe she's got
else.
evidence to say that it's something bigger and doesn't match the profile.
Yeah. So she's
Uh,
not sharing enough then.
That's right. And when
'Cause
I
she
asked
never
her
told us
what,
about that, did she?
when I probed her to tell her tell me what her expertise was in, she said she didn't feel that she was able to expose us to that sort of thing. And I added
Okay.
very quickly, as you heard, I said, well,
Yeah.
not yet.
Mhm.
And she actually repeated that to me and said, yes, not
Mhm.
yet. So I think there's
Things forthcoming.
things forthcoming, I think, from the Dr. Montrose.
Mm.
Definitely.
That, or you're going to be her BDSM slave.
Or I'm going to be some sort of pimp or blimp
Gimp.
or
Gimp
gimp.
is the
That's
word.
the gimp. That's the word, isn't it? I wouldn't mind
The
being a
horror.
blimp
A blimp.
or a pimp.
The horror. The horror.
Yeah. Please don't subject me to
The
that.
research that you read of hers was centered around the shipyards rather than the docks.
Sure, but it's all water. You'd at least think she might like think, oh, okay, ghouls maybe. But then, did
No,
she know about the sloop?
not even a little bit. And that didn't come to no surprise. So, in fact, everything I said came of
Was
no
no
surprise to her
surprise.
at all.
Intriguing.
The sloop's part of in the news, so she would have known about the sloop before
Okay, cool.
before today.
Yeah.
Hence why she asked, where did you find the ghoul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, guys, as Robert does a massive yawn, I think I really need to get a bit of sleep. I'll just try and get 4 hours. It should do me. I think I've got a couple of hours back in the station, but definitely feeling a little bit fatigued. So
Wait, aren't we expecting some cars this morning to arrive from Provost's office for our use?
We can park them at the hotel.
Yeah,
Or they would have arrived. They would have been the car would have met you at the hotel at 9 o'clock, but you weren't there. So
Hey,
Okay.
who's driving in the car into the police
Yeah.
station?
Irvin didn't go to the police station. So yeah. So shortly after,
There's a couple of cars. Yeah.
that 9 o'clock. No, it's a car.
No, we asked for two.
Cheapskates.
Yeah, what they
Okay,
pulling here? What shit they
two
pulling?
cars. Yeah, two cars.
Yeah.
They are Scots. They're kind of renowned for being tight in the jaw.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. Tight ass. So
So,
Robert could sleep in the back of the car. He doesn't have to be out the action.
I'll do that. I'll sleep at the
Yeah.
back of the car.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a good idea, Merlin.
Yeah, I knew you could do it.
and
You're a
what-
hardy
what's-
boy.
what's the plan? Is it to head off to the necropolis next?
I reckon.
Is it though? Do we not need to arm ourselves, equip ourselves, make sure we're what we we get stuff ready before we go down this bit. We need ropes,
Well,
torches, flashlights.
we are definitely, obviously, going to have to be prudent about our attempt to walk into the mausoleum. We're not just going to go running, screaming in there. Absolutely, we're going to
Yeah,
have the dynamite, the rope, the stuff that
bodies.
we need,
yeah.
The
and
couple of
Torches.
couple of the
and
corpses, yeah.
yeah.
Couple of corpses. Yeah, some arms in our backpack. You
It'll-
know,
Some
It'll
finger
take-
food.
Finger
It'll take,
food. Yeah,
it'll take
finger
time
food.
time
Some-
to organise. If you want a couple of corpses, McKeegan will be able to sort that out with a now that they know what they're going to be doing with the ship. And he can arrange a wagon.
What about backup? Do we think we might need some police backup?
By the time you organise your equipment, get the corpses into a wagon, he'll probably have got a small squad of trusted constables to act as backup if needed.
Nice.
We could give them a device.
Yes, I was just thinking, how would we communicate with them, Mark? You read my mind.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
But not
But-
mine, because I'm going to be asleep in the car, and he's going to need his to be woken up if Robert is needed.
What time are you planning on actually going to the necropolis?
Good point.
I would suggest as long as it's bright outside is going to give us a little bit more of an advantage because at least we're not going to be running out into the dark.
What
And if
time
they-
is sunset then?
No, before that.
No,
I think
exactly. No, I want to know how much time we have. So if sunset's at 6, I might want to start 5 hours before sunset.
And when you say sunset, when does it go dark? Because it's cloudy here.
Yeah, yeah. Any of the above. What's the
Well,
weather like?
Sunset July is probably going to be about 7 or 8 o'clock,
Okay.
but it's going to be dark earlier because it's overcast and raining. So, but 8 o'clock is sunset.
Okay.
7 o'clock then? It's
What?
getting, so you say 7 o'clock then, it's getting dim.
So we want to do it way before then, right?
We want to be there by at least 3 o'clock at the latest, in which case I'll have slept enough by
So
then.
you're going to enter during the day,
Yeah.
in the afternoon.
As soon
Yeah.
as we've got all the equipment we need, that we
Yeah.
think we need, then we're headed straight there.
So that won't
Hopefully
happen
that
today.
takes them. Yes, that will happen today.
That
Hopefully
won't
that's
happen.
No, we've got to prep.
You've got to prep.
Yeah,
you,
we got to
you haven't got enough time to go there this afternoon.
Oh.
But we've got everything we need. Maybe there's other things we can do before then. And I do want to take a portable dictaphone with me. So there's that. So I want to buy one of them.
Okay. Do they exist in the 20s? You were talking about them
Yeah.
earlier, weren't you?
Yeah.
I think they're big things though. They are portable, but in the sense that like a radio is portable in the 40s, it's kind of like that was a backpack at that time.
Like
So it's
a
gonna be-
proton pack, you're saying?
Yeah.
In
Well,
Ghostbusters.
for what you're thinking of, it's probably more like a suitcase or a very
Okay.
large briefcase. So they are
Ah.
portable technically, but they're not like handheld.
No, exactly. So can I hire someone to carry that for me? Because I think it'd be so interesting to record ghouls talking.
Get the gibbering and the meeping on tape.
Yeah,
Who are you going
exactly.
to hire? Who are you going to hire to
Yeah, this
to go
trusted
down?
person.
Oh, yeah. I want you to record all the creatures that we speak to underneath the catacombs of the necropolis, one of Europe's largest graveyards.
Dial 0800 ghoul bus.
Yeah,
Cool. We could
especially
have
when we're
them.
trying to keep it quiet.
Or we could have a dictaphone walla. I don't know, maybe they're just like roaming the streets.
Why can't you
course
just
they are.
take notes?
Oh,
Like chai sellers, they're everywhere.
yeah, because I just take notes of songs. I don't listen to them.
How are they powered?
I think
By
they're
mouse.
I think they're wind up.
Dynamo.
Yeah,
I think they are.
Dynamo winders.
yeah, they are. They're in the rule book.
Are they?
Yeah,
There you go.
And they're big. Are they big?
Yeah, but yeah, they're like they're like a chest of drawers size
Gramophones.
kind of
Oh.
thing. Yeah.
And according to
Small chest of drawers.
and according to
Because
a
you've got
cer-
like cylinders at the bottom. You carry like 5 like cylinders at the bottom, so it's a big old machine.
according to
not
a
very
certain
practical.
someone's catalogue, they come in at around about
Yeah.
79.99.
The Sanderson guidebook, isn't it?
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
If only.
If only
So
there
it's a
was.
bit impractical to use a dictaphone.
Oh, but that's what even
So
even
nah.
in a Lovecraft. Do you remember that Lovecraft story where he puts one down and he can hear? He puts it down in some tombs.
The Statement of Randolph Carter. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I want to just.
Well, that was
replay
just a telephone on a long
yeah, line.
lead. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. So, oh wow. Yeah. I love that story. That was a good one.
Anyway, I'm going to
Anywho.
sleep for the next 5 hours. Wake me up at 2.
So if you want the special task force backup and all the equipment you need, barring the dictaphone,
It's tomorrow afternoon.
I suppose it's not impossible if you can talk the police into carting the dictaphone down with you.
Yeah.
If you can persuade them that it's essential equipment for
Investigations.
Wait a minute. Before you
It's
get carried away,
high-tech forensics we're dealing
before
with
you
here.
get carried away,
High-tech forensics.
Merlin, before you get carried away, we're
A
talking about
dictaphone in a tunnel.
Merlin. Before you get carried away, we're taking a copper down there. Are you
Right.
sure you're going to want that copper to hear our conversations of
Okay.
bargains and what have you, and scratch our back, we scratch yours, because these fuckers want to kill them all.
We could take a few that only speak Scottish, maybe.
Ah, for goodness sakes, Merlin.
I'm only joking, Robert. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I'll just hire some boy off the street.
How about you just
Like we
fuck?
usually do.
How about I'll fucking carry it for you? All right?
Okay, Rob. Yeah.
Just
sure.
this once, I'll
Yeah.
carry it for you.
Oh no, I'm happy for that. Thank you.
Fucking hell, mate.
I
Yeah,
don't
no.
think it's
Taking
big
the
enough
piss.
for one person to carry, though, is it?
Yeah,
I think
that's
they
fine.
are. Yeah, it's like a big case essentially, like a pilot's
Yeah.
case.
It's in the core rulebook.
Yeah,
I believe it is.
I
My
know
book
it
is
is.
My book is currently buried, but I do have a PDF.
No,
Let's
I've
check it.
got the book in front of me. You got a page. Have you got it in front of you, Neil?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. But I can like copy an image of one from the 1920s into the chat, which might give you an idea.
I'm trying to load mine up. Hang on.
And there's also like the ones
Communications,
copy image.
telegraph outfit.
Because there is the equipment section towards the back.
Entertainment.
Wait, how do I post pictures in this chat now?
I should just be able to copy paste.
Yeah, I've got like a spoiler attachment, image, modify attachment, or a bin on each.
Dictaphone, $39.95. Doesn't give any stats on it though.
What stats would you need? Like,
Well, size, weight, what it does.
yeah. Oh, there's 2 images
Oh yeah,
I've posted.
It is just a price list in the book, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but it's in there.
I think from memory they are about the size of a small suitcase, so something like what today would be called a pilot's case. So that you could carry it one-handed.
Oh, easy then. Yeah.
It's just going to be a little bit bulky. Think like trying to carry 2 or 3 briefcases in one case.
Right, gotcha.
If you want to bring one, you can bring one.
I'm bringing one.
Are you carrying it, or is Robert going to be carrying it?
You're going to be able to carry a bloody case. That'd be just pathetic.
If I'm not too strong, maybe Robert might like be the gentleman and take it off me.
Because you're such a girl. What's your strength? What's your strength?
35.
Can just about stand upright.
Yeah.
He's just about to carry his own fizzog. Yeah, I'll see him struggle with it, and I'll watch how much he struggle with it. So make your strength roll at the time,
You
I
don't
will
and
need
then
to
we
make
can
a strength
and
roll
then we
to
can have a
carry it.
laugh.
You don't need to make a strength roll to carry it now.
Okay, cool. But you can see why I wanted someone else to carry it, because my strength is
You
35.
thought it
So
was
you,
like a
you,
massive
you
trunk.
can bring one. That's fine. That's not a problem.
Cool.
So by the time, so I'd say by midday tomorrow, you'd be ready to go to the necropolis with the corpses and that.
All right.
What will happen is the sloop will be disposed of, or the contents of the sloop. In fact, the whole thing's probably going to be just
Burnt.
towed out to
Oh,
open waters and burnt.
this evening or when?
Sometime the next day,
Tomorrow.
sometime tomorrow. But by midday tomorrow, you'll be ready. They'd have slipped two of the corpses out of the boat
Sweet.
for your business
hmm
before
That's
the boat
3
sails away.
altogether, including the ghoul.
I'd like to ask a question though.
Okay.
We can, because like all this setting all this up, we're doing it during today, and so we'll be ready for tomorrow. But there's still stuff we can do tonight, perhaps.
Of course.
Yeah, like stake out the necropolis to see if anything leaves. Maybe try and find any tracks around the necropolis. Stake it out, perhaps.
It's up to you.
Mm.
I'm just wondering how much would that be of use to us? In what way would that? Because if we're going to go there tomorrow and we know where we're going,
It'd be nice to see, like, perhaps how many, if there are ghouls coming out of the place, and where they're going, how many there are. And if there's nothing coming out of the necropolis, that'll be interesting too. But it's a big place, right? So it's hard to.
well, I mean,
say.
there's a possible entrance that we. Okay, there's an entrance that we know might be a possible one for the ghoul.
Mhm.
That would be the one to keep an eye on, but in such a way that you can't be seen. You want to be up a tree or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be that close to the barrow. The barrow, is it called? The burrow.
Burrow, yeah.
Burrow. Yeah, I
Or,
wouldn't want to be that.
Warren.
The warren. I wouldn't want to be that close to the warren. At night. I just merely thought about like perhaps surveilling the outside wall to see if they come out at any place, how many of them, if we spot one or. But you know, it's just an idea. I don't. Otherwise, we'll go to bed, I guess, or have dinner.
I mean, I think there's other avenues of investigation, isn't there, that we can.
Well, there's loads of stuff.
What have you got in mind?
I'm just thinking.
There's that weird purple light under the door of one of the universities.
Oh yes.
think.
Yep.
That was a historical fact.
Yeah.
I think.
Society.
There's no light there now.
No, it was definitely an old report.
Yeah.
But it was looking into seeing if there's any more dodgy stuff happening there at all.
But how long ago was it? It wasn't that long ago, was it?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Still.
There's the large overweight man and hooded
Oh, yeah,
guy.
we know that the overweight guy spoke with a Scottish accent because the other guy in the hood didn't speak. But that could be he's a Scotsman in Ireland, or it could mean that he's a Scotsman anywhere even in the country. He could be as far south as, I know, the French coast, wherever a Scotsman can travel.
Yeah.
True, but
We do know that he was in the vicinity of Kilkenny in Ireland at that moment in time.
We know that the guy in the hood was, but we don't know that the overweight guy was.
It wasn't.
Wasn't there a payoff? Weren't they in the same space at the same time?
They were at one point in the same space at the same time, but we don't know where that space was. All we know is that it was the fat guy paying off the guy in the hood.
I thought it was on the boat because they were dropping bodies onto it. They were both on the boat
it was
together.
before that because it was before that because you saw that was the first thing you saw. Then it was the quiet sleeping village. Then everyone getting butchered.
And then the bodies being dumped on the boat with the hooded man.
Yeah, the hooded guy. But so we don't know the location of where the fat guy spoke to the guy in the hood.
Yeah, it could have been in Scotland. He was like, "Yeah, here, you'll get the money," and then they sail the boat to Ireland, slaughter everyone, then come back.
From memory, actually, it wasn't money. It was actually something that was more shaped like a book.
Parcel.
Yeah, a parcel.
Well, it looked like a book wrapped in paper and string.
Almost sort of
Ignore that.
I mean,
Matt.
did it?
Ignore that, Matt.
Okay.
Elizabeth, did it come across to you as though the large overweight man had summoned this hooded figure?
No, I think they were just talking.
All right.
And they had accents.
No, the other one didn't speak. Only the big fat guy did, and he was Scottish.
Yeah, a Scottish accent.
Yeah, maybe that's a little bit too far to do any of that.
No, but no, hold up. So we're looking for Scotland.
In Scotland.
In Scotland, yeah.
No, doesn't even have to be in Scotland. It's just who has a vested interest in this city, and I think we're the most likely person to know anything of any person that has a vested interest or is linked with this place would be the Provost Office. So why not question him and maybe see if there is a notable socialite or owner here that is eyeing the place or trying to get revenge or whatever. I don't know.
So ask Provost if he knows who this Scottish guy might be.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
It's Provost.
Well,
you mean ask
the other?
Ask the mayor.
Yeah, the mayor.
The Provost Office. Yeah.
Actually, thinking of people we could ask, because this guy seems to be clued into something at least mythos related. Ask the librarian as well.
She might know. Yeah. I think
Oh,
she
you mean
knows
Dr.
more than she's letting
Montrose?
on.
Yeah.
I think she knows more than she's letting on, to be honest.
It's just not a lot to go on, is it, large overweight man?
In suspenders.
Who
And black
makes these? Where would one buy a sloop like this? Who would make this kind of sloop? Does anybody know? Anyone? A sailor here, or?
Well, the irony being, if I remember right, we've been told that Glasgow was, up until fairly recently, a shipbuilding city.
True.
So it could have even been built here.
Could have been built here.
Matt, you said wearing suspenders and black what?
I thought it was black trousers he was wearing because we had
suspenders.
We had a long conversation about what profession would wear black trousers, or because it seemed much smarter than just some like a worker's attire that he was wearing.
Is he wearing a tie?
Don't believe so.
He's got thick suspenders.
Yeah, but ties don't hold trousers up. That's just
Those
fine.
suspenders.
So it's very possible he could have been wearing a tie, which makes me think more of kind of a businessman. But if he's not wearing a tie,
then he's a miner.
Again, that goes down to the
blue collar.
Yeah, that's why we were thinking about black trousers. It's more of a formal color. Normally, if it's working clothes, it wouldn't be that smart.
Right. Yeah. But either one of them could wear suspenders. What are suspenders? Because
They're the
Braces.
straps that go over your
Braces.
shoulder and connect to the front
Suspenders.
of your
I
trousers.
thought
Braces,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rock on,
but
Tommy.
yeah. All of a sudden, I thought about women's underwear.
You're thinking more of a
What?
garter. Yeah.
A garter. Yeah. I just my mind always
Suspenders,
goes there.
Stocking suspenders
Stockings
is what you're
suspenders.
talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
So you should be, you filthy boy.
Filthy, filthy animal.
Filthy, disgusting.
Mm. Oh, tell me that again, Daddy.
Oh, hell
You.
no. We're on stream. It's just...
You
Uh,
dirty old man,
I'll make my sound check now.
We're on stream.
Lol.
Thaddeus,
As he used to
protect,
say, you dirty old man, you.
Thaddeus, protect my dignity here.
Mine's already been violated.
Merlin, you're a very naughty boy.
Bless
Oh,
you.
no.
So, where were we?
Naughty.
You're working out what to do before you
What
go
to do
down
next?
the-
Yeah, what we got?
Yeah, what the options are.
Yeah.
No, Grimaldi, no. Oh, the ledger, not ledger, but the bank stubs.
Oh, what did you learn of that? Yeah.
Didn't really take a good look at the bank stubs, but we discovered on the pages was just the message that had been written down from the phone number regarding the meeting
Yeah.
at the hospital,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is probably what you expected to see,
Hmm.
but there could have been more.
You never know.
So yeah, here's the bank stubs. Mind you,
Yeah. What's he been funding then?
Well, wasn't there an absurdly large payment as well that was amongst all that?
yeah, that's right. There was something I found out about it.
We equated it to be something in the region of either a quarter or 3/4
Bloody
It's
hell.
Yeah, that's
a
right.
crazy amount of money.
That's a
There
lot
were a
of money.
number. There were a number of increasingly large checks for registered charities and philanthropic
Philanthropic,
philanthropic
£5,000
societies.
to the DJC.
But the largest sums have been given to an unknown party, signified on the check stubs with the initials DJC. The last of these
DJC.
checks was for £5,000.
Which is huge.
Blimey.
Huge.
DJC. What does that mean? Do we know what that means?
Just the
No.
initials DJ and C.
We don't know what that means.
Would it be normal on those stubs for a doctor to be just seen as a D on those, or would it be like doctor?
The DR.
It's all
would be-
individual, I suppose.
Dead something corpse.
I would assume it's
Dead.
somebody's initials.
Dead jock corpse.
Jeremy.
Corpse.
Dead jock boy, did you say?
Dead,
Dead jock's
jock.
corpse.
Dead jock's corpse.
Yeah. Nice.
We do have some
So-
things to do this evening.
We had two options. Is there a third?
Two options. What was the first
Just-
option? What was the other option?
Camp the bullshit
Camp the necropolis.
and everything we just discussed.
And everything else.
Yeah.
Make spot hidden rolls.
Oh, it's the credits coming its way.
They're going to come and bonk me on the head again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
if you're not looking in the right direction.
86. I get sideswiped by this bloody thing.
Oh, you
Oh,
do, because
man.
that failure is worse than mine.
No, I failed too.
Oh my goodness.
By what? What's your number?
77 out of
No.
us. My spot ends at
No,
60.
No, I just said that was my number. No, I rolled 77. You can't roll 77 as well.
Right.
Jinx.
1 in a million.
There is a
Yeah.
100
Everyone failed.
chance that you could.
I
Yeah,
did
did
roll a
everyone-
I actually rolled a 77, so
Yeah. No, I believe you. I was just kidding. You know.
Did everyone
Blimey.
fail the
'Cause
spot
kid.
hidden? You know,
No,
if
I
you all
got a
fail,
hard.
you
I
know,
got
if you all
hard.
fail, the game doesn't stop.
That's
Yeah.
it. We've got to
Oh,
carry on.
shit, I
playing.
failed. I failed.
5 o'clock in the morning. I still can't see
Yeah.
the credits.
I'm still failing.
If we were still playing until 5 a.m., I'd be getting 1 hour's sleep. So
Oh my
No.
god, no.
I'll be like,
way.
Yeah, I've got.
I'm looking for the credits. Are they there yet? Are they there yet?
They're there.
Are they there yet?
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
you.
Are they there yet?
Oh my
Alright,
goodness.
good night, everyone. Then.
All right.
Yeah, it's late.
All right.
Good night.
Then we are
Someone
ending
got-
this. Good night, everybody.
Well, Good night, peoples. Thank you for
Good night.
watching.
Good night, all.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Please watch again. See you tomorrow.
Well, you
Yeah.
won't see us
Oh.
tomorrow, will you? I
Yeah,
mean,
you won't.
fingers crossed.
watches.
Now the night is done, darkness drifts away, enlightenment shines intervening. Life now conveyed, a mere masquerade. Cloudless, my mind seeks the meaning. Spirit now withdrawn, this figure fades away. Vanquished, my soul cries out screaming. Condemned to a plight, to terrorize the night as a violet light faintly gleaming. The most merciful thing in the world is blindness towards reality. False perception, deep deception led to my insanity. Dreams eternal, life infernal, madness is my destiny. And who was I to strive for more than men should know? We're all oblivious souls in the cosmos, that's all.